Hey everybody, how you doing this morning? Everybody having a good morning? I'm having a good morning so far. I hope you guys are. I really hope so. Okay, get some people in here. Okay, let's get to it.
We're on Broadway.
We're on Broadway now, guys.
I once knew a kid, his tongue fell off in his sleep.
Yeah, we got it.
This is a violet. No, it isn't. Well, it could be a flower. The other night, there's this movie that's all about gardens called Bloody Shrimp. You got a problem? Yeah. I just found out that we missed Halloween. I always wanted to look in, and I found out they weren't real. Thanks for nothing, George Lucas. Stop it. Like a dope thief, cluck with the chicken. And that's how they do it on Broadway.
And that's how we do it on Broadway, folks. How's everybody doing? It is June the 3rd, 2021. It's a Thursday. So, you know, there's that. How's everybody doing today? You guys doing good? No, I already asked that, but, you know, figured I'd ask again. Why not? You know. So, this is gonna be a practicing speedrun. Legend of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. Originally for Super Nintendo, Super NES, and Super Famicom. You know, you should, or if not, well, Google it, you know. I don't know. Anyway, got some topics to cover today. The madness of this world and our dystopian nightmare that we all live, but we just kind of all accept it, don't we? You know, it's just the world we live in, you know. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll, talk about that kind of stuff. Serious stories, goofy-ass, fucking dumbass stories. Yeah, I don't know. Just what's in the news, what people are talking about on the good old internet, you know. But, yeah, so, I don't know. Maybe, like, without further ado, I'm just gonna start the speed run. Well, this is not an official. I mean, this isn't to be posted to the leaderboards or anything. This is just simply practice. yeah. Yeah. So yeah, lots to talk about. Kinda, I guess. But hey, anyway, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so well, like, yeah, using a PlayStation controller. I'm running this game in a totally different way now. I've always started running this about maybe 6 months ago, in the middle of the dumpster fire of 2020, and I ran it on a Wii with a GameCube controller. I know, a fucking GameCube controller. I know, it's heresy, isn't it? But now I'm using a PS4 controller, PlayStation DualShock, and see, still gotta get used to it. Get hung up on little things that I typically never get hung up on, but you know, that's the point of practice, because I have decided I use the Joy-Con as well on the game instead of the D-pad, and as well on the DualShock controller, which I realize also that's like double heresy. 2 strikes and you're out of the speedrun community, and no, you're not doing it right. Even though, you know, speedrunners often, a big piece of advice they give is, well, make it your own speedrun. You don't have to use these strats. Will you guys get the fuck right out of my way? Thank you. You know, and the minute you do something that isn't a normal strat, whether it be old strats, new strats, fucking strats coming out of your asshole, I mean, it's like, but wait, hold up. You said, make it your own. Speedrunning is an art, which I agree with. It's like learning to play an instrument. But the minute you do that, oh wait, you can't do that. I find it ridiculously amusing. Like, you're supposed to kill him easier than that. Well, I don't have all the strats down yet. I'm still learning. So why don't you give me a break? I mean, that guy didn't hit me, even though I totally fucked that up, but it's whatever. I don't know. I woke up to a story about an artist I love, and have loved for, I'm not going to sit here in front and say that I knew about this artist's art from the beginning, which the first record was 1998. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I knew about her back then, but I got into her around the time a lot of the first wave of fans, I'm talking about the artist Grimes, known as Claire Boucher, also known as C now, you know, C for Claire. You might know her as the person who just made a baby with Elon Musk recently, whose name is pronounced Cat Across Keyboard. You probably saw the SNL episode where she played Princess Peach. Elon Musk played Wario. It was so bizarre. It was exactly what you expected from those two. Aw, man. I tried to get that treasure chest first. But, anyway, I've been a fan of her forever. She used to follow me on Twitter. She used to follow a lot of fans and interact. Like, I've spoke with her on Twitter and a myriad of endless other fans. She really is cool about fan interaction. Pre-Elon Musk relationship and post, and still, like, you know, just like Elon, she lives in a different world. Most good, intelligent people like Elon who become the richest people in the world, or artists that do stuff that nobody else does. Because, you know, name me another artist like that is like Grimes. Well, there's FK Twigs. I mean, you could even go out on a limb and maybe say Sophie. Rest in peace. Great artist that we lost. Sophie. That still really bugs me. FK Twigs is a lot closer, but I still say it's wildly different. come on. This isn't the first time Grimes did a total nuclear take, where controversial take, where even the fans are kind of like, we love you, Claire, but can you maybe just knock it off with this? You're making yourself look weird. And she's like, but I am weird. Okay, this time, and this isn't the first time she's specifically spoken about AI, which actually is a topic that's noteworthy for me as an artist, any other artist, no matter what tier you're at. Oh, hang on, RNG. I gotta make sure. Well, that'll be all right. What tier you are, if you're at Grimes level or if you're just somebody like me. Okay. So, anyway, enough of that. I'll just go back to a story that, around the release of Miss Anthropons, her last album. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know what the word means, because I had to look it up. Because, like I said, I've liked Grimes. I've liked Grimes' art, her music, and not just her music. She has amazing drawings. I thought about wearing my Grimes shirt today, which, by the way, official Grimes shirts are kind of very hard to come by. They sell out like that. I actually have one of which is her drawing of the art for her second record, Halfexa. A great record, but I like all her records, and yeah, they're very different. You know, she did her dark pop record, Art Angels, which was a pop record, just Grimes-ized. Visions, the one I got, and most people got into her on, was like an Aphex Twin Nightcore nightmare, but a nightmare in a good way. Really great record. GD Prime's the first record, and as well as Halfexa. Even more into Aphex Twin, Square Pusher, Boards of Canada type territories. IDM. I know everybody knows what EDM means. IDM is intelligent dance music, which was basically made by Richard D. James, Aphex Twin, Aw-Tetcher, Pioneer, some others I just named, Square Pusher, etc. And I love that genre. My personal favorite is Boards of Canada. Out of all the old school, boss IDM artists. But speaking of EDM, but Grimes has also crossed over into just straight up EDM, and that's also I've never heard of this guy, DJ Chris Lake. I don't know if he's new. I know he was with Armand, who's a legend in EDM. He dropped at a live DJ set a track that he and Grimes collabed on with her vocals, and I've heard the clips, the short clip and the longer clip, and yeah, I can tell that's Claire singing, I can tell that's C doing vocals, and I say release it. I'm not, as a huge fan, I hate to say this, the remix record for Miss Anthropons, I didn't care for too much. Not because I think she's a bad artist or any of the remixers. I still think Blood Pop, I think I'm always gonna refer to as Blood Diamonds or think of as Blood Diamonds. Because that's just I'm messing up a bunch, but and if you're wondering what I'm doing up here wasting time, I am getting money for flippers. Whatever. Anyway, with fake flippers, I do that early. I make the speedrun on my own, but you can't do that. I'm pretty sure I can. Motherfuck. Pretty sure I can. So yeah, Grimes tweeted, I'm still so sad that it doesn't say Grimes follows you. But, no, I don't get mad about that because she, stopped following a lot of, how did I fuck that up? Okay. Just fuck off. How did I fuck that room up? Well, I guess I'll get the arrows. That was a fucking dumpster fire disaster. The Misanthropons remix record's fine, but I don't know, I still am listening to just the, I guess, bass vanilla record, but Misanthropons is anything but vanilla. You know, but, so yeah, release the new song with Chris Lake. Yeah, I mean, from the audio quality, I couldn't really tell much, but I'm sure it'll be great. That's an opinion. But getting back to point, that was also just a recent bit of Grimes news. But this one's a little funnier. It's about AI, as I said. And this is not the first and will definitely not be the last time Grimes goes on social media unironically talking about AI. Or maybe, as the article I read, I woke up to about this, suggested it is ironic and it is like a punchline, and okay, like this is a punchline right here of like how stupid this bullshit is. Why does that skeleton have to be right up there by him? Oh, now he's just probably gonna fuck my life, whatever. This is such bullshit. I'll take us back to when she suggested that AI will take over all music, and certain artists, Magical Clouds, a collaborator, a great artist of her, another Canadian great artist who don't quote me 100%, but I'm pretty sure she was in a romantic relationship at one point, but I don't know if they had a bad breakup or not, but he seems a little pissed that she sang this, now married to, at that point, the richest man in the world. Now I guess he's second. You know how richest people in the world work. Like, they kind of switch back and forth. Like, oh, now I am. Oh, I am again. Like, it doesn't matter. She basically, like, Magical Clouds and another great artist I love, who, I guess you could, I was talking about artists in the vein of Grimes. I keep fucking that up with this new controller. Yes, I am blaming it on the controller because, well, it's a fact. That was not the controller. None of this was. That was pure retard energy. I don't know. That was me being very dumb. Whatever. Oh, thanks for the heart drop, bitch. But, Zola Jesus, excellent artist that really needs to be, you know, people should know about, in my opinion. What? Come on, get serious. They suggested, says the voice of Silicon Valley privilege, like AI is going to take over music. Zola Jesus said something like, look, I didn't sit there and train for classical music I'm not classically trained for all these years just to have an AI just to hit spacebar, or just to have an AI that's not even human, which is the main argument here. Like, it's not humans creating art, so is it even art that's worthwhile? Because I've seen a lot of those AI paintings. They look suspiciously all the same in a sense, and they look like fucking shit in my opinion. If they looked cool, I'd still probably be like, no, AI shouldn't take over art. It takes the humanity out of it. What's the point then? But even if the art I thought looked amazing, I would still have that view. But maybe I'm just Google image. Look, AI paintings, famous AI paintings. Just look at it. Make your own decision. That's what I say. You know, and all music is AI. I've heard music. My favorite is one where they made a Travis Scott song, and it's hysterical. Like, it made no sense, and it also has like a VR music video that goes along with it. You can look it up, Travis Scott AI song. It's so fucking hysterical. It's like, you know, all the things Travis has said. So the result is like, she wants to fuck my candy-coated groceries. Straight up! And, like, at one point, all the dancers in the video, like, are like, straight up! In unison, they all point straight up. It's, like, so cringe, but so fucking awesomely funny and stupid. That AI song I do support, but I've heard some of the other stuff like, oh, AI finishes Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'm sure Kurt would be very happy about that, don't you guys? Having computers finish songs that he wrote that were, you know, grunge DIY shit. He and the band, Dave and Chris as well. I'm sure they're happy about it too. You know, anybody, like, I've seen other fucking videos. I don't even watch this shit, like, Green Day's Come As You Are, finished by AI. Finished? The song is finished, you fucks. Okay, so that's like kind of the backstory. Grimes has a history of doing nuclear ass fucking mask off fucking takes in regards to AI. You know, I heard, like I said, like, you know, she's very interactive with her fans. Like I said, pre-Elon and post-Elon Musk relationship, which I always thought was really fucking cool. She gave me a really good movie recommendation once, even like personally to me, like on Twitter. It's like, hey, that's cool. Like, I support this artist and really love her art, and here she is. Like, and like I saw that with so many other fans. She did a live stream, one with Hana and one without. Great artist Hana that. If you're a Grimes fan, you would know who that is. A frequent collaborator. They made a movie of that her brother, frequent collaborator. Oh, what is her brother's name? Mac Bichet, I think. Yeah, I think Mac's her brother's name. It's something like that. I should know this. It's just I haven't thought about her brother for a while because, well, she hasn't really released much other since Misanthropons, and I get it, COVID, so I don't really think it's... Damn it, motherfucker. I don't think it matters. But, yeah, I could see the... I don't want AI to take over music. I don't even want it to be, like, really, like, a subgenre, unless it's something very small with a very niche audience, like Nightcore or something. I wouldn't want to see, like, in the Billboard Top 100, like, Drake, Imagine Dragons, AI artist, 053 like Near Replicant, just a bunch of fucking numbers, like, performing this song, like, what? I don't know, but anyway, now up to the recent news. Grimes recently, get the fuck over here, she didn't tweet it, I mean, she might have tweeted out the link to her TikTok. She made a TikTok video saying that, AI can make communism work the right way, and I'm paraphrasing a lot here, I don't have the article pulled up if you want to see the direct quotes, I say, you know, just, you can find it, like, within 2 seconds. It's a top story. And I'm somebody who believes pure original communism. Hell yeah, that'd be a great system. Everybody's the same, equal. Oh, fuck me. What am I doing here? What are you doing exactly? Great, this was a nice start. Like I said, it's fucking ridiculous, really. Like, I do believe in pure communism, but I don't believe it'll work. Like, you know, just like, you know, socialism. Like, and if you don't know how to define these terms, what communism and what original, pure, if you will, communism is, but it's not, you know, like, probably what you think. but it always gets perverted and twisted, basically into dictatorship. Like, that's usually what has happened. Oh, motherfucker. See, I usually can do this perfectly, but give me a second here. Try it this way. No, I knew that wouldn't work. Just give me a second and I'll get back to there. That'll work. Doing fake flippers right now to go get real flippers. I'm cheating the system, yo. I'm just cheating the whole system. Now let's not have another soft lock here, because I didn't know you. Yeah, that only happened to me. Thanks. I really wanted to hear dank, 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 dank. Well, I guess it's annoying because I love Grimes and all her art. I love all her music so that she's released thus far. I love her art is in drawings that she's done. It's fucking awesome. Okay, fine. I just won't get bombs. Thanks. Or more bombs. Okay, I'm just dropping in the water every 5 seconds. I'm really fucking tired of this. Like I said, I'm practicing talking about these topics while speedrunning, which is pretty hard, trying to do, like, precise little tricks and shit, like, in speedrunning, while trying to keep on topic. I think Grimes is referring, I'm pretty sure, but, or maybe she's just trolling. Her and her current partner, romantic partner, Elon Musk, they both are infamous trolls, which I think is funny. Like, Elon Musk has said some ridiculous things, basically saying if you're poor, you don't get to go to Mars. We're all going to Mars. And Grimes recently said that, bizarrely enough, rapper Lil Uzi Vert, you might remember him from All My Friends Are Dead, Push Me to the Edge. Yeah, that guy. Great song, by the way. I can't really deal with the rest of his music, or I mean, some of it's good, but that song was particularly a great crossover that I think a lot of fans that aren't fans of the genre, would you call Lil Uzi mumble? Sometimes he's mumble rap, but sometimes he's not. I actually do like a lot of his stuff because, you know, and his name, we get it, Lucifer, Lil Uzi Vert, say it fast, it's funny, you know, that was a clever thing, you know. That was, you know, I think he's got some really great ideas, a lot like X did, rest in peace X, like, but also some really bad ideas. Like, I liked the idea that X put out acoustic raps music, but did he need to put a full album of it out at the beginning of his, like, really wildly successful career before he passed? That was a bad idea. He had about 3 styles, like his screamo rap, like, you know, nuking the bass, like, you know, and all that. And then he was doing, like, folk, like, as in folk music, like neo-folk rap. And then just kind of in between, like, Look at Me Now, kind of, like, stuff that's in between. Probably the stuff that would be most, liked and accessible to... Whoops. I did not mean to pick that up. Well, you know what I think I should do? I'm not gonna go one hard. And plus, I need to bomb this wall anyway, because I'm sure I'll need it later with Ice Palace / Misery Mire, like when Cold Stare takes one. Like I said, I still do the fairies and the bottles. Trying to cut things out. You know, I used to use 3 bottles. I cut that along. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. What did I didn't even need to take out the net. Okay. Great start here, guys. This is just great. I believe, anyway, like I said, let's pretend for a second that this is not a Grimes troll. A Grimes troll, which if it is, then I'll just laugh harder if it's revealed to be that. But let's say it's not, and she's serious. Because I thought she was joking around, like what I was saying back whenever people like artists like Zola Jesus and Magical Clouds, etc. were pissed at her. I was like, she's clearly joking. Like, you know, We Appreciate Power, that single dropped, the one that she took back from Poppy and Titanic, who were trying to, like, basically, like, hustle her. It's like, you don't hustle Grimes. That's not gonna work. I still don't know how the song that I believe she wrote, X, it's just entitled the letter X. And if you look it up, it'll just say Poppy, and the credits say written by Poppy and Titanic Sinclair, and it's just like, nah, you can tell that she wrote that along with Play Destroy and then We Appreciate Power, which she took Poppy's vocals off, replaced them with Hana, and made it a standalone single, which didn't even make the vanilla version of her, that record, Misanthropons. Like, I think it's on like a deluxe version, but it didn't even, which I thought the song was good, and you know, she's like, only AI will remain. I was like, yeah, this is like, you know, I can pause, this is the speed run, you know, like something like this, like Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, it's corny, you know, there's a fucking Ice-T with a dolphin hooked up to a bunch of Ghost in the Shell style wires, that this is like some omniscient dolphin. Great movie in my opinion. Get the key, you little bitch. Come on, Zelda, what are you doing? Oh, this character's name is Link? No. So she was serious then, and I was just like, oh, she's just doing this to help promote her new single. It's like, oh no, she really does believe AI is gonna take over music. This is not just like some cyberpunk thing like Johnny Mnemonic there, or The Matrix, or Cyberpunk, the game, or really anything Keanu Reeves ever plays is cyberpunk. I mean, John Wick, all they had to do was set John Wick movies, the John Wick trilogy in the future, or they're coming out with a fourth, right? Whatever, the John Wick franchise, just set it in the future with robots and shit, like Skynet type shit, and it'd be the same deal. But guess what? I still like Keanu Reeves. I know he's no fucking, like, Morgan Freeman or Academy Award winning motherfucker. I really can't get my shit together here talking about this, but whatever. Talking about it's hard, but whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Keanu Reeves, I don't give a fuck. I know he's not like some thespian who, you know, who does method acting techniques. It's like, he just shows up and is like, it's me. Yeah, I read the script last night. I got it all down. Like, I don't know. He's kind of cool for, I think people think he's stupid. I don't think he actually is. I think that's part of his persona. Wow, I picked up the wrong rock. Whatever. I believe that's part of his persona, and he's like, well, you don't like me? I don't really care. Like, look at the numbers at the box office, bitch. You think I care? Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic, I like that, but it was a box office failure. But you know what? I also love shit like the mainstream shit like The Matrix, you know. And Cyberpunk, I'm not gonna get into that. I you know, got that game. All I wanted for Christmas was, because I don't care about Christmas presents really that much anymore. But yeah, just that game and something else that I'm not gonna mention here on the screen. As Repzion calls it, the devil's lettuce, if you will. I was just like, I just want a big bag of devil's lettuce and Cyberpunk and to sit down there and play. And like most people with Cyberpunk, no matter what system they own, unless you had a fucking like PC that's like Grimes' PC probably is, like the best one ever. I gotta kinda concentrate here. I still don't have this stuff down. But I'm doing alright. Already one's dead. That's kinda good for me, actually. He's not gonna come the right way. There. I still don't have the arrows down as well as I should. No. There we go. That was actually good for me. For me, it's about that. Whoops. No, for me, that was actually pretty good. Sometimes I'm sitting there like, slashing at their head. It's like, alright, I'm done wasting arrows. It's not getting me. Anyway, back to Grimes. So she basically said, like, AI can make, and I assume she's talking about, like, pure communism before it gets perverted and turns into a dictatorship that just simply won't work. You know, just like, I went through my phase where I was like, yeah, let's make this a socialist country. And I knew what socialism meant to an extent, but I didn't get how, oh no, that would not actually be good. That would be terrible. Very, very terrible. And nowadays, people who are still trying to promote socialism, college kids and whatnot, college kids and whatnot, they're just regurgitating word salad. Their professors, like, there's a great video. Who was it? Was it the Change My Mind guy that sits down at the table and is like, change my mind? Is that Steven Crowder, I think? Like, yeah, he was at, like, a very, you could tell, upscale campus. All the kids had their, Starvix. Yes, that's a Persona 5 reference. Starvix coffees and their, like, wardrobes that you could tell cost a lot of money. That they're just regurgitating crap their professors told them to say, like, oh yes, socialism is the best system of government and if you don't agree with that, then fuck you. No, actually, no, that's not a... They didn't even know the definition of... They couldn't even, like, babble out what may be the definition of socialism. I just feel like if you're going to talk about this stuff, you should know basic definitions. Google it. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Google, is 100% factual, but it almost is. I mean, with things like that have existed forever, like socialism, democracy, whatever, forms of government, like, oh shit, oh, they're gonna hit me anyway. Yep, the minute he's done talking, stupid fucking cabbage boulders, go fuck yourselves. Or maybe not. Maybe I lucked out here. Okay, no, nope, no, I don't have the hook shit yet, I can't, okay, whatever, I got hit once, that's alright. So far I'm actually doing pretty good for me. Let me see if this will actually work. Yeah. Is that really faster? Yeah, it is, but... See, I never messed around with sword spin speed because, oh no, I talked to this guy touched me. I didn't want to talk to you. I'm sorry you're being bullied and cyberbullied and being groomed. Just kidding, that was a joke. And plus I was talking about a video game pixel character from 1991. The bully makes a friend. Back to Grimes. I assume when she says communism, she's talking about what the term is called pure communism, like how it started, like a good idea, a great idea, everybody the same, everything's fair, there isn't a tier of wealthy people that are over the rich people, then the rich people are over the medium people, and blah blah. Like, yeah, it sounds all great on paper, and it's like, oh, well, that'd be a utopia, wouldn't it? Well, it would, but it doesn't work that way, because people at the top aren't content being on equal grounds. This goes back, throughout history, and I'm not even talking about the Illuminati. I'm talking about it. People are shit. People equal shit, to quote Slipknot. Yeah, you thought I'd be, quoting Immanuel Kant or something. Like, no, I'm just gonna quote Slipknot. She thinks AI, Grimes. Sorry, Grimes, we've actually interacted on the internet a few times, and you followed me along with a bunch of other fans at one point. It's just like how Tyler, all of Odd Future, the art collective Odd Future, Tyler the Creator, Frank Ocean, Earl Sweatshirt, Sid the Kid, Sid the Dude, all those cool people, and all their Twitter handles are fuck Tyler, fuck Frank, fuck Sid, fuck Earl, which was, typical Odd Future back when they were first hit mainstream. And they followed me and every single fan, but it gets to a point, where I can't follow all these millions of people. What's the if they're actually using Twitter for personal, all their personal friends, family, and business associates? Yeah, Grimes and along with Odd Future, yeah, they narrowed it down to the bare minimum. So yeah, I'm not somebody who flexes about celebrities following me, but to Grimes, she wasn't a celebrity to me until Elon Musk. She was, a big celebrity. Now she's hanging out with the Kardashians and shit. She was just a really great EDM eccentric artist that I really liked. Like I said, not just the music, but not just the music, but as well, I like her drawings, paintings. I asked her in the live stream, and she actually answered. I had to spam this question because there were thousands in there. Shit. I hope that does it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Oh well. Oops, what am I doing? No, I can't get, but anyway, she basically said that AI will make it to where we all can live in a communist, whatever, I'm assuming she means good communism, like I said, pure communism, but it always, throughout history, and I'm just going through historical precedent, it always gets perverted and turns into a dictatorship, or something like that, I'm just going by precedents here. That's not even an opinion. Socialism also tends to go into that direction, sadly. These are good ideas. These are things that would be excellent for humanity. Because I don't believe we were put here, for whatever reason we are put here. There. No falls. Got him. No damage either. Good deal. For me, starting out, that was a great moment. Anyway, that it would make us to where none of us, I don't believe humans we were put here to sit here and work 9 to 5 jobs that most of us don't even fucking like. I think we're supposed to be doing much bigger things, and we use this tiny percentage of our brains. I think this is not what we're supposed to be doing, so I'm with you there, Grimes. No, I'm not saying that like a lazy person, because she's not either. She'll keep making art. We artists, we make art, why should we have to go and work at a cash register when a robot could do it for us, and efficiently, and make 0 mistakes with highly calculated AI, and then, I can, and Grimes, and Magical Clouds, and Zola Jesus, and whoever, and Imagine Dragons if you fucking want, if you're into that kind of music. Whoever, whatever. Sorry. Okay, okay. But it sounds like madness, honestly, what Grimes is saying. It just, I'm sorry, it sounds like, once again, like you're just talking about... Lovely. Fucking hate those crows, but they're not my most hated enemies, but whatever, fuck it. That's the Master Sword, y'all. It's like, I feel like Grimes, just because she is, I'm an eccentric artist, I am not on the same level of eccentricity as Grimes is. She's on another planet, which is awesome. Like I said, I was gonna wear my Grimes shirt, my Halifaxa shirt, which is my favorite shirt, and you'll never get me to part with it, because it may never come back into print again. That's just how Grimes merch is. I felt lucky, and it's very nicely made, the fabric. It's not just a t-shirt, that, you know, they just bought in bulk and slapped a fucking screen logo on it. Damn it. Nice material and everything, but yeah, her shit sells out, and now that she's gotten so mainstream that she, even though she was only on there for like 2 seconds, that she's been on SNL, like, I may sell the shirt someday for I don't know, $300 or something, like, you know, years from now. But anyway, the point is, like, so Grimes kind of, I don't know, once again kind of talking some mad dumb shit about AI. Last time it was like it should take over all music, which is weird for a musician to say. Especially one as intricate as Grimes. Like, look at some of her music, how many, like, tracks she's meticulously and painstakingly laid out. It's fucking awesome. Like, just much like, you know, clearly she loves Richard D. James. I remember What's in My Bag. She's a big Skinny Puppy fan. I'm a huge Skinny Puppy fan. I can, you know, some of that with the demonic screams that she makes her voice do, or puts filters on top of her voice. I don't know exactly how she does it. It's the magic of Grimes' music, yo. Oh no. Here we go. This cycle of madness. Okay, fine. We'll just fuck around here and waste all day. Thanks. Just waste all day long. Who cares? Just waste time. I like wasting time. Will you fucking die, you fucking piece of shit? Thank you. How many swipes does it take? Why does it just take 2 sword spins and like 50 billion swipes just with the sword? Like, if it was beams, I would agree, like, but no, Grimes, I think what you're saying, like, you have some good ideas. Like, I think we're in agreement that this is not what humans are meant to be doing, sitting around working jobs that, yeah, now that we have the technology and resources and blah, 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 ever remember the exact path here. Okay, fine, good enough. But, you know, like, since I said this speedrun is just practice, maybe I should play the Grimes clip. I mean, it's just something she threw up on TikTok anyway. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Or, here's what I'll do. Well, that's not what I should have done. I'll just read what she said, because then I can, yeah. Hope you guys are doing good, though. Well, it'd help if I go to the right window. Typically, most of the communists I know are not big fans of AI, so that's weird. You know a bunch of communists? Okay. Once again, I assume these are not kind of the bad, perverted communists, like the ones who just believe in true equality. I don't know. I don't know. This could all be a troll just to make the news because she's bored and thinks it's funny. It is, though. If that's the case, I'm gonna be like, ha, good one, Grime. Good one, C. Good one, E. Maybe E was in on it. I don't know, man. Typically, most of the communists I know are not big fans of AI. But if you think about it, AI is actually the fastest path to communism. Grimes tells the camera without actually explaining what it means. So if implemented correctly, AI could actually theoretically solve for abundance. Like, we could totally get a situation where she's like me. She says like a lot. Which I hate. I feel, for me, I don't care if she does. Like, it makes me feel like less intelligent, that I know, I'm totally aware that I interject the word like into my sentences like all the time, and it's like, damn it, I'm not Alicia Silverstone and Clueless. Like, I don't know where that come from. See, I just did it again unknowingly, with non-jokingly. I threw it in there, like, I've noticed. See? Stop! My head's gonna explode and I'm just gonna cancel myself. Okay. Like, we could totally get to a situation where nobody has to work, everybody's provided with a comfortable state of being, comfortable living. AI could automate all the farming and weed out all the corruption, thereby bringing us to as close as possible to genuine equality. So basically, everything everybody loves about you, communism, but without the collective farm. She said, and this article says, the musician said before getting to the grand finale, or perhaps punchline. Cuz, C-U-Z, cuz let's be real, enforced farming is really not a vibe. I just dropped the phone like the mic as if I were Grimes, cuz, yeah, here's somebody like, laughing my ass off. Please, what the fuck is Grimes talking about? Yeah, this is basically what happened the last time she talked about AI changing the world in a big way. Like I said, the little Uzi Vert story about them putting microchips in their heads so they could be like gods. And I'm like, so does that mean just the poor or the rich people and the poor people don't get these microchips and you guys become our gods? Like, what's up? Like, I don't know. Who knows? Or it just could be trolling. I just don't know. I really, truly do not. I think it's funny a little bit. Maybe it's just a little bit. It's funny. I'm Italian. I can, do Robert De Niro accent, but he'd probably hate me anyway because Robert De Niro seems like the biggest dickhead on the planet and hates everybody. Like, did you see him at Alec Baldwin's roast? Like, he pretended to laugh at the jokes, but you could tell he thought they were all stupid. You could just tell. He just sat there like, which was rather amusing. So there it is, because that's not a vibe, yo. She should have said, that ain't a vibe, yo. That ain't the vibe. That ain't what I'm putting out here in the universe. That ain't what me and Elon trying to create. So is it a punchline? If it is, then I support that. If it's not, then I don't know. I could get on Twitter right now, and if I had an intelligent enough comment or question for Grimes, she'd probably answer. Like, because she's like that. She doesn't, I don't know, that's just how she's always been on social media. Why did I do that? No, why did I do that? Okay, this, and goodbye. Goodbye. Only a, wait, what am I doing? What exactly are you doing? Go, Link, go. I hate how you have to, yeah, whatever. So I'm almost out of Light World here, and I've babbled, the only thing I've really babbled on is about Grimes, because I'm a huge fan, and like I said, yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't there from the beginning at GD Primes back in '98, sorry, I'm not going to sit here in front and lie and say, oh, I've been there from the very beginning, just like I like 9 Inch Nails, but I'm not going to sit here in front and say, I liked them since they started in 1988. No, I wasn't listening to them then, I was a baby, a little kid, baby. But it's funny, people who try to front like that. Anyway, so, I don't know what you guys' thoughts on this is. Like I said, I know how she thinks, and she is a troll in a great way sometimes, but if I had to guess, I don't think she's trolling. I think she was partaking in the devil's lettuce. I'm stealing that from you, Repzion, or I know that it was something that your very, very serious church that you grew up in, like, who did, like, want girls to wear dresses there that they wanted the ankles covered, so this is getting into stuff that even Mormons would sit there and be like, that's too much. Pretty good fucking RNG there. With Agaheim on the game. Oh yeah, the devil's lettuce thing. So Repzion, Daniel, the YouTube big sad person who made me big sad from Washington State. No, like that was me doing my Chris Hansen impersonation. And to you, Repzion, I thought we were bros, brah. Repzion made a video, and normally I wouldn't cover this, but it's a really good video, and at first I thought he was clickbaiting because the title of the video is I'm bisexual, and he's discussed things about bisexuality and stuff, and it's kind of been hinted at that he is in fact bisexual, and a lot of people are just like, or a lot of people just said like, you're gay. It's like, well, but he has a girlfriend, and unless he's just really wanting to cover it up, but he's not the type of motherfucker. No, it still hit me. Thanks. Can't wait to go in Dark Palace already with 2 hearts. Fuck my life. But this was actually a really interesting video. If you know anything about Repzion, I'm not going to babble on monkey business. This little grifter monkey, this little Chris Hansen here, like this monkey, Kiki the monkey is like Chris Hansen. Like he like it's just like, oh, all I need is 10 rupees, if you will. And then it's like, oh, well, if you would like to get into this dungeon that has statues of my monkey friends, then I'm going to need 100 rupees, if you will. I don't know. Repzion made a great video, talking about, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into all this stuff. Like, you can look it up and watch his videos if you feel like it. About, I feel a little more of a connection than most to him. He was assaulted in a church that he grew up in. I was as well. So it's not a little thing, but things like that, I can relate to him on a lot of ways. Other things I can't, but I know what it's like growing up in a cult church, or a church that's cultish, and abuse happening. S.A.S. A. That's the kind of abuse I'm talking about. Because I don't know if I can actually say it. This is not a good Dark Palace start. The video though was, this church, this is a church that doesn't think women's ankles uncovered is a, I guess, hell-worthy trespass. Like what? So you can imagine their feelings on the entire LGBT community. Yeah, it's an abomination unto God, blah blah blah. Which Repzion, he said the exact same thing in his video. Like, it's like, yeah, there's one verse in that entire ginormous book of verses and chapters and a lot of text, and you can take 10 people studying that 10 verse, and they all could come up with 10 different, with a lot of things in that, the Christian, that religion's book, the Christian Bible, other religions and their holy books and their texts. Like, you could take these things 10 different ways with 10 different people, and there you've got, because it can be interpreted in a myriad of ways, and that's the truth, gotta make sure to get like around 100. Yeah, that's good enough. 98, that'll work. I'm pretty sure I'll pick up 2 more rupees along the way before Butter Sword. The bomb to get the Butter Sword and fucking arrows, silver arrows. Yes, I do that. Still learning. I'll cut it out and just do the Tempered Sword with Ganon, but not now. Shit, I don't have sword beams. This is gonna be fucking cancer. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I'm not doing good here with hearts and shit. Like, hopefully Helmasaur doesn't fuck my life. Why'd I go that way? Whatever. This least I killed that fucker. It's a really good video, and I don't want to just sit here and paraphrase Repzion, but he starts the video by saying, like, I'm on the devil's lettuce. Devil's lettuce, I think you know what that means. I've just never heard that term, and it sounds like it was a term that his own church came up with, because I've never heard that. I grew up in a wacky, weird, culty church as well, and I never heard that term. And I've never heard, and I've talked to other people that did, I've never heard that term in my life, so it must be like something they personally made up. I don't know. That term, it's fucking weird, man. It's pretty fucking hysterical too, but weird. Gonna have to get all of these. Great. That's just destroying my charm. I honestly thought actually Repzion was not bisexual and these people are just trolling him. No, it turns out he is. And it was funny. He's like, I had a lot of experiences, which I'm not going to get into today, which I thought was pretty funny. He's like, which I'm not going to get into the specifics of today, because people are like, aww, I don't need to hear the details about, like, college experimentation is basically what he was getting at. He said in his 20s and stuff. Like, yeah, that's called college experimentation. And it was a really interesting video about, you know, how certain religions will shame you into being yourself, and how badly that, like, they think it's that you're badly screwed up. Oh no, I usually have sword beams. I really fucked this palace up. Lost my train of thought. I'm gonna hang on 1 second, because this is real life. Okay, fucked it. Whatever. Ah, you piece of shit. Fucking turtle room. Whatever. But yeah, talking about how these religious extremists sit here and say, like, well, that's gonna destroy you, but some of the stuff they promote, Helmosaur, let's go. But in the end, it's gonna screw up people more, like, without any SA, like, which happened to Repzion, myself, countless others in religious, I will say specifically in messed up religious environments. There we go. You know, I mean, like I said, based on one thing in your book, one thing in the book, like one verse that, like, is highly open to interpretation, like, a good video. I really only, like, had that down as a story, like, just basically to say shout out to Repzion and you should watch his videos. I don't even agree with, because I don't really agree, I'm not an echo chamber, I don't agree with everything the guy says. Even in that video there was probably a couple things I did, but overall I do like them. Same with all his videos. Most of the time I totally agree, sometimes not. That's how it should be, and that person you don't disagree with, Repzion, whoever, should all be open to, you know, like, okay, well, you don't agree with me, how come? Like, in a respectful way, and, you know, and if it gets to having a debate, a healthy, respectful debate, not just a bunch of mindless screaming and arguing and insults, because where does that get anybody? It doesn't get anybody anywhere. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Sometimes the RNG in there really pisses me off, and I have to get the fairy out of the tree over that way, and even though I can't even make my way out of these simple hedges. But the main reason was because the devil's lettuce. because I like the devil's lettuce. That's something I have always loved since I discovered it as a young teen, preteen, young teen. And still love to this day. I think, I smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna try to quit, but I tried to do the item dash with the boomerang. I didn't switch to mallet. That was stupid of me. Very, very, very stupid, Joe. Come on, Joe. You can do better than that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Joe. You can do better than that. I guess I'm debating you, but I shouldn't be. I guess I'm debating you now, but I shouldn't be surprised. Say what you want about Trump, but he provided great entertainment and wasn't as evil as the media portrayed him. They just made up shit. I mean, but they make up shit about everything. They make up shit about Joe Biden as well. I don't like Joe Biden either. I mean, I really don't like our current vice president, Kamala Harris. What am I doing? I'm really so fucking everything up. Like, why did I switch to shovel? Because, see, when I start talking about, when I can babble on about Repzion and Grimes and her AI talk, but when I start talking about maybe deeper things, I don't know. Even though I was just doing impersonations of the president and the last president. I mean, at this point, what's the far right, what's the far left, what's Republican mean, what's Democrat mean, what's liberal mean, what's conservative mean, because they all mean different things. It's just kind of like Augie, RFC, and them were talking about something totally different, not politics, just YouTube stuff. Like the word groomer, that definition changes like every week. Like, do we even know what it is when the definition of a word changes literally that often? But these are all those political terms and jargon I just spit on. Yeah, like, fucking does not mean the same shit it used to mean. It just simply doesn't. Sorry, I promised you guys that I wasn't going to smoke cigarettes on stream as much. And I'm trying my best. I haven't yet. Hey, I'm already almost getting ready to do a little item fetch here and go into Thieves' Dungeon in Dark World. And this is my first cigarette, so give me a break. Or I'm calling the cops on you for harassment, for cigarette shaming me, which, well, it's not good. It's something that's not good. That's my Repzilla. It's something that's not good. I gotta edit out every word, even non-blacklisted words, in case they become blacklisted later on. No, I don't know. Repzilla's just... At first, I really hated the guy, and I still don't like him. His character, I don't know who the fucking dude he is. He's definitely playing a character. I say most all streamers, YouTubers, Twitch, most people are playing characters. Some of them more than others. Some of them are complete characters, like I believe Pokemon, for example, famous. There's somebody who's famous, is playing a total 100% character. Is playing a total 100% character. I think a lot of other people, they're just doing that's their real personality. It's just exaggerated. Like Keemstar would be a good example of that. Yeah, I think that's Keemstar's real personality. Exaggerated. Yeah, he goes based, and I mean, the guy got started by trolling in Call of Duty, was it? Or he was a gamer who just trolled really based. Like, he was really based, and, Keemstar's a lot more now. He's got drama alert. I don't care if I get hit, because... Oh, actually, I should have cared, because I did have full hearts, didn't I? Now I gotta waste time talking to this guy babbling. Just give me the fucking potion refill. Like, I don't need to hear all this crap. Like, here's a taste of the red. This potion costs that much. Yeah, I can see how much they cost. I'm doing a bad job. Itemizing. No, I don't know. Whatever you call it. I don't know. But basically, I'm a political atheist, And I feel like most people nowadays should be political atheists. Like, instead of joining the echo chamber that is the left, the right, the this, the that, because they don't even mean the same thing as they used to. And what makes you think that they're going to mean the same thing next year this time? Or how about 4 months from now? Dude, like, that's the world we live in. Things are changing fast to where... Quit item dashing with the... Well, it's my own fault, but yes, I'm yelling at myself, okay? I'm yelling at a video game and myself, okay? Do you really have a problem with that? No, yeah, I'm a political atheist at this point. That may and it probably will change, because everything changes, and it's happening so fast. They're changing the rules. Who are they? I don't know at this point. No, I'm not talking Illuminati conspiracies here. A Thieves Dungeon, let's go. Let's fucking go. Well, this isn't going good. This is something that's not good. Uh-oh. Good. That was something that was good. Again, barely missed the fireball. Didn't miss the rabbit. Now I'm forced to walk around as a rabbit. This is like the animalities in Mortal Kombat. Like fucking Nintendo, they had their finger on the pulse years before Ed Boon and them came up with animalities. Get out of my way, you bitch. But yeah, why not be a political atheist at this point? Because it's either that or join an echo chamber and just become gooble gobble one of us. And you can't agree. Damn it, you can't agree 99.99%. You know, fuck this shit. I'm tired of like forgetting to switch around to the proper items. I don't know. And bonking. That's also pissing me off. Where I don't normally bonk. Okay, Hellway, let's fucking go. Whoops. Oh boy. Come on, Joe, you can do better than that. Come on, Dead Pop Star, you can do better than that. So, I mean, I don't care. Maybe it's a hot take, maybe it's a... Damn it, I so fucked that up. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with this. I haven't fucked that up, I don't believe, ever in a speedrun, except maybe at the beginning. And of course the RNG had to put this little fucker down here. Hate when that happens. It's really rare when it happens, but I guess that's why it pisses me off. It's like, really? You're gonna do that? Okay, you guys are... Okay, thanks. Yeah, piece of shit. There. I didn't need to kill him, but I wanted to out of principle. You mess with Carl Papa, I'm coming at you like 1, 2 walkers in the back of the club. Okay, I'm not really talking about politics anymore. I really didn't ever. I just made a couple impersonations and said that, yeah, I'm a political atheist because, like I said, things are changing so fast. The times they are changing. Yeah. Bob Dylan. He's a prophet. He's a prophet, bruh. Like, yeah, can you name one of his songs? Not really. Yeah. I don't know. But I shouldn't be surprised. Just off. Fine. Yeah, just do what you need to do here. This is why I usually do always kill this guy. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I need. This is what I need, man. Come on, man. That was like, actually wasn't Joe Biden. That was like Joe Biden and Repzilla combined. Come on, man. I don't know. maybe we should discuss corn pop. Corn pop is my favorite joke. Oh, let's just sprinkle dust on it. Wow, I can't believe how bad I'm item fucking up. And even though I've said it a couple times, wow, barely missed that. I'm gonna try to keep my head in the game with items. No, I do not need that boomerang for the blind fight coming up here. But I will need it after. I gotta keep my head in the game, no matter how many fucking terrible Joe Biden / Repzilla. Anyway, I don't know. Like I said, Repzilla. I talked about Repzion. Yeah. By the way, they're not the same person. You know how Dean Koontz, the horror author, he made his name Dean Koontz, so he's a horror author. He was the discount Stephen King. So his books would be right next to King's books on the shelf. That's why he named himself Koontz. So it'd be right after... Excuse me. It'd be right after King in the horror section. That's what I think Repzilla did. I think he named himself. I think he covers Repzion. Anytime Repzion comes up, he covers him. So it's like... I think he did that on purpose. I'm not the only one who thinks that. Like maybe over a year ago, Augie RFC's show covered him when all the big drama came out about Prim Inc. and Where's the Booze, F slurs, which was something I guess he didn't say. Somebody else was hacking into his Twitter account. I don't know. I don't care if I believe him. Now I just think he's kind of funny. Like, because I discovered him with the Poppy, Mars, Argo, Titanic, Sinclair videos, and he really annoyed me. At one point, I wonder if he seems like the type who would actually remember me saying this with my screen name. Like, nobody else would, just him, because he, Primate Cracked Rack put out some videos, and he addressed them, like, and they're like, who said this about you? He's like, not even worth the mention. Then why make a video about it? You clearly like to look yourself up, Repzilla, and look at any criticism you're getting, and then they're like, positivity turtles, that's not correct, just positivity turtles. Wait, positivity turtles? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Positivity turtles in chat, don't question me, I'm the great Repzilla. Okay, I'm not going to babble on about Repzilla, as fun and easy as it is to do, because it's funny. Oh, so what else? Okay, now here's a YouTuber I genuinely hate. And when I say hate, I don't know these people in real life. Like Repzilla, like, I don't know, maybe we'd really get along in real life. Kind of doubt it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I really don't know. Logan Paul, actually his brother Jake as well. People I hate. I at least hate their online personas. I always have. You know, it's whatever. The fight with Floyd Mayweather that's coming up with Logan Paul that probably everybody's heard about. Whether you follow Jake Paul or not, or excuse me, Logan Paul, I get their names mixed up. I don't get them mixed up, just the names sometimes. There's rules that there will be no winners announced in that match. I just gotta ask, what's the point of having a boxing match if they're not gonna have a winner? Like, really? Really? Whoops. That doesn't make much sense, and a lot of people are like, wait, what? So, what is this? Is this... I mean, I thought these were real boxing matches. Why did I go up? Whatever. Bonk at the door. Hey, I'm here for my tempered sword. Bam! Bonk. So, what is the point of a boxing match? And I heard some other news about... fuck me. That Jake, his latest boxing match is going to be with some retired WWE guy. Sorry if I get the WW things mixed around. I've never been into wrestling. The only one I liked was the one that looked like the Crow. Yeah, it tells you how much I know. Sting or something? I'm sorry. I can tell you all about, like, Skinny Puppy and Grimes' discographies, but can't tell you much about boxing. You know, we're all into our different things. We all have our interests. There, thank you. We done now? We done? Fucking beard is weird. You done? No, actually, I think MGK won with Rap Double against Eminem. Was Eminem's lyrically better on every level? Sure. It was great, but it's the same thing we've always heard him do. That's why, but Machine Gun Kelly had the balls to say all that stuff, most of which was true. Let's talk about it. Like, yeah. And that is shitty, getting somebody shelved just because, like, he was not trying, I get it, if that was, I don't have any children, but if that was, especially daughter, you know, a father, like, protective of his daughter, I get it. Like, him saying Haley Jade was hot, Eminem's daughter Haley, we all, everybody fucking knows Eminem's life because he's rapped about it. Like, he tells us about his life, so we all know. I don't think that was meant to be disrespectful, but I can wrap my head around it. I get it. Or, yeah, I get it is the point. I fucking get it. But it was like, it was like 7 years ago or something. Like, whatever. I think Rap Double is an excellent diss track. Right up there with, and Eminem's response, was good. It was perfect. It was like almost too perfect. Like Eminem sometimes, let's get back to AI. Sometimes, that's the problem I think with new Eminem. It's like an AI. Like Rap God works. Like, but putting out Rap God Part 2, 3, 4, 5. I know he doesn't have songs titled that, but some of them might as well be. It's like it's like what Machine Gun, damn it. What MGK said, like, we get it, you're the greatest rapper, you can do all this great shit that nobody else can do, we get it, okay? You know, and it's almost like, listening to new Eminem, it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, blah, 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 you can go so fast and technical and great, perfect, it's like too perfect sometimes, the wordplay. Come on, just give me a heart. Get up here. Oh, no. Oh, there's a heart, but whatever. I don't know why I just wasted that time there. I'm doing that a lot here, but I kind of don't care. What's up, I'm just gonna call you Indos. Got some fire takes? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do here, you know? Thanks. Like, I want to get to where other people like yourself, like, talk about your opinion, even if it's different than mine, you know? Like, I think that's what we need to be doing instead of echo chambers. You know, we should be given nuclear take and intelligent ones, not just fucking, you know, fuck you, that fucking stupid bitch, well, whatever. Anyway, but, yeah, no, you know, I mean, this is the only game I speedrun. I'm just starting this. I casually play games, but I think, you know, I think it's important with the state of the world right now, you know, for us just to be talking, even if we disagree, and if we disagree, my opinion should be like, let's still keep it, I don't need that, fuck me. Anyway, let's keep it, you know, respectful and have a debate. You can disagree with people, you know, and still, I still think it's very good to share your opinions, especially if they're not just the same echo that everybody else is. So, hey, really glad to have you here. Not really glad that just happened, but anyway, no, you know, and if you'd like to talk and chat about any of your takes on what I'm talking about, you know, awesome, you know, because that's what I want here. This isn't, you know, this is about something I believe in. Wow, see, it's hard to speedrun the game and speedrun anything. Like, I can do this with that's why this is a casual practice thing that I'm doing here. Alright, third time's the charm, right? I'm just gonna kill you for the fuck of it now. Anyway, But yeah, like, I think that's good. Like, you know, I debated someone recently who is a speedrunner of this game in a world. Well, it's WQ, and we had a nice, respectful debate. And you know, there's some topics that we will never agree on. He believes sex is only for reproduction, always, like, no matter what. I'm always going to disagree with that, and he's always going to, I don't know, or I can state I am always going to disagree with that. Maybe his take will change, I don't know, but I don't think he's a bad person. It's just, I mean, I know, that's fucking, no offense, WQ, like I said, like, I totally agree with a lot, so much that you have to say, but as you know, I totally disagree with a lot. Motherfucker. Okay, let me concentrate on the simple little bomb jump here, and then I'll start talking again. See, there's oh great. There's something here, because this was the only bomb jump I got every time first try. Now it'll do it. I knew it would that time. It's because I hate blaming shit on controllers, but this one's better actually, and I'm used to that GameCube whatever. Anyway, what else do we got here? Low tier god. Good old, what does he do? Low tier god, or whatever his little thing is. He's a dickhead. We know this. He's a troll who plays Street Fighter mainly, and fighting games, and picks. I'm gonna waste time here in hopes that they'll drop a fairy, which they do here, or I'll get. Thank you. Nice, fucking nice, very fucking good. Glad I got that fairy drop. Low tier god. Everybody knows he's a dick. Everybody knows he's a troll, but you could just say, well, that's like how Keemstar was in the beginning. Like trolling people in horrible ways, making fun of people, you know, fucking AIDS shit, like, you know, whoops, I have to do that, but June the King, who I would not call a drama YouTuber or even a YouTube commentator, he's like the Right Opinion and people like that who are more like they're internet archive people, who I say their videos are closer to documentaries, and they always seem like June the King seems like such a nice guy, and so does the Right Opinion. Whoops. It's really hard to keep your train of thought while speedrunning. Damn it. Not yet. Yes. Wow, my magic is fucked. They better give me a drop or I'm just gonna be fucked. So he's doxing June the King because June the King put out a totally legal video that, yes, said his name, which was public information. He said it in his own live streams, but now he's saying he's gonna sue June the King. Thank you for that, guys, and give me my heart so I can go in this with full health, and yeah, I'll take these arrows as well, I think. Yeah. This is not a news story, but it still continues to go on. Low tier still threatening, and there's another person that I didn't even, alright, time to start spamming fire. Come on, Mothra, you son of a fucking bitch. Fucking retard, come on. I'm not doing good. Like you. See, I don't get the strats for Mothra. I just don't get them. I don't fucking understand them because I just gotta learn. Like others, like Cold Stare, I get this. I understand them even if I fuck them up. I grasp what they are. Come on, just fucking die now. It's time to die. We all got to someday, Mothra. Oh, out of magic powder. Well, there. How about that? June the King seems like a nice person. I don't know, maybe he's not. like I said, you know, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, online personalities, a lot of them play characters, a lot of them put filters on their own voice, so it's literally a motherfucking character. You know, and that's okay. Hey, that's okay. But more people, I think, need to realize that. Like I told my girlfriend, like, oh yeah, people, like, I think it's Streamlabs that always gives me an ad for, like, oh, buy this program and, you know, with over 400 voice filters. And she was like, wait, what? They put voice filters on? I'm like, yeah. Like, and that's fine, but, like, a lot of people, and she watches YouTubers, not maybe the same people as I do, some of the same people, give her whatever. She's just like, really? She was shocked by this, like I was back when I first heard about that. I think most people, as I said before, like Keemstar, that's who fucking Keemstar is. Motherfucker. That's who he is. He's just exaggerating his real life, real personality. I think that's what a lot of people do. They just exaggerate their personality, and that's okay too. Low tier God, is he exaggerating his personality? I think he thinks he is, perhaps, but wait, what the fuck am I doing? That wasn't what I meant to do. I'm like way ahead of myself. I'm ready to go to Turtle Rock. What in the fuck? No, I need to go take her to Ice Palace first. Wow. Just wow. Fucking, that was fucking AIDS. I don't know, man. It's serious. It's serious. I don't know. I think Low Tier God that's really the real him. He is a fucking asshole. He is a fucking dipshit. Like, yeah, he's a troll, but not a funny one. Like at least Keemstar's a dickhead, but at least he can make me laugh. Low Tier God doesn't make me laugh. Especially when he's going after people that aren't even like Nick DeOrio or drama YouTubers or commentary channels like RFC, Blowblacks, all them. Like no, he's just documenting real life. This is real, because this is real life. That's the Kenan Thompson SNL Scared Straight thing. This is real. Wow. I'm switching from Fire Rod back to Fire Rod. Yeah, wasting my time. Good job. Good job, Dead Pop Star. Good one. June the King is just, like, he's made videos on a lot of people. Elysion, people like that, you know. And it's like, he doesn't dox people. If he says your real name, it's because it's fucking public knowledge. My real name isn't public knowledge. Somebody tried to guess it, and I was like, try to guess better. That's the most common male name, literally. The most common male name in America. You really think that's my real name? Okay. It's like, okay, yeah. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, that is my real name. Like, why do people care? I'll never understand fucking doxers. Fuck them all. Fuck doxers, swatters. Fuck all of them. Literally. They should be deplatformed. If you swat anybody, you should be deplatformed. Doxing, I guess it depends on what level you're doxing, but I almost want to say deplatform them too. And I am not a cancel culture person. Fuck cancel culture. It's stupid, it doesn't work, it's ignorant, you know, especially where we're at now, canceling Plastic Potatoes and the Muppets. Like, that's where we are. Like, just let that sink in, guys. Like, we're canceling plastic toy potatoes over gender rights issues. But those two don't have any correlation. Oh, they do. It's like Chris Hansen, like saying, like asking victims of you know, victims of the stuff that Chris Hansen covers. But then last year he was like asked a literal victim. Okay, I got to do bomb truck, so I'm gonna pause here. Asked a literal victim on one of his own live streams, his Grifter live streams. And said, like, I've noticed something about, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here, I've noticed something about victims of Onision, alleged victims is what you're supposed to say, Chris, because there's no proof. Dubby Vanity, singer, douchebag, wasted life, piece of shit who I hope dies in Minecraft. There is proof, a lot of it, with him. and this was a Dobby Vanity victim, but I think he even got that mixed up and called her an Onision alleged victim, and it was like, Chris, he's like, I've noticed something, that a lot of victims like yourself, are very involved in the BLM movement. During COVID, basically he's trying to roll a bunch of hot clickbait topics, the virus, BLM protests, Onision alleged victims, Dobby Vanity victims, and roll it all into one, like, just to make money, because he's a fucking grifter, we find out. Like I said, he never was a journalist. Like, it's cool, he did a good job on To Catch a Predator as the host and the face of that. He is an actor playing the part of a journalist, okay? Like, that's it, you know? Like, after he got fired from that, I'm not gonna get into that, like, how he got fired, you can look it up. He did some other weird grifter shit, and then just, hey, YouTube, it's me, Chris Hansen, if you will, and I'm gonna, like, start taking these P-words down. It's like, but see, the thing is, last time, Chris, you had the authorities, you had the police force, you had the FBI behind the show To Catch a Predator. They were the ones really doing it. Chris didn't, he was just the face. So, since he was involved, I'll give him points for that. It's like, okay, you were involved, you were the face of the show, so cool, you helped, in a sense, take down real P-words, which is justice, and that's good. Now, when you went on YouTube and just started, like, doing these interviews revealing big pieces of evidence that can now be thrown out in court, specifically I'm talking about Dobby fucking Vanity, like, he just moved to Colorado from Florida. Like, I get the feeling that guy's gonna get a fucking way with it again, and I think it's because of Chris Hansen and a lower extent people like Pastel Bell, who I used to support. And I think she had good intentions. I think she got drunk with fucking power. I really believe that's what happened. Just like Chris Hansen's always been drunk with power. Like, he, look at my Emmys. Yeah, you did a good job playing the part of a journalist. You're a good actor. I guess you deserve the Emmy since you're the face. Who else are they going to give it to for? And the winner is Chris Hansen for To Catch a Predator. Yeah, you know, it's like, okay, that's cool, man. But YouTube is different, and what you're doing is fucking it up to where these victims are never going to get their justice. The fucking, like, Dobby Vanity, he's never going to get justice behind bars, as he should, because there is actual proof. I'm not going to get into all that. Look it up, once again. It's actual proof. This is not opinions, like this part. Most of what I say is opinions, but this is not that fact. There is proof. There's pictures, like, disturbing pictures of DMs, like Dobby Vanity full frontal texting a very young. There's your proof, but when you just go, hey, I'm just gonna go on YouTube and talk about all this and then show the screenshots, it's like, well, then a judge is like, well, since a year and a half ago you showed this on, Chris Hansen showed this on a live stream and Pastel Bell did an interview, like, all this evidence, we can't use it. And then he gets to be free to do what he does when it comes to underage kids. You know, the P-word bullshit, that fucking dumpster garbage that he does. You know? And that's what's so upsetting about predator poacher culture and these new people that are just arising up. And once again, I believe you all have good intentions. We all hate P-words. We all hate them. The only people who like P-words are other P-words. It's that simple. It's very simple. You have good intentions, but don't you realize that you're fucking everything up? The authority, if somebody out here is a victim of that, you don't go straight to Keemstar. You don't go straight to Chris Hansen or whoever the new predator poacher is. You don't fucking do that. I mean, am I right here? You know, feel free to chime in and chat with any of your opinions, guys. I'd love to hear them. Like, even if they're contradictory to mine, like, that's cool. We need to have a fucking intelligent dialogue here and to talk about this shit. Like, do you think these people, these vigilante DIY predator poachers should be out here actually finding real P words with actual evidence, but because you fucked it up, the case gets thrown out. They get to go back to the degenerate garb. Fucking, it's beyond degenerate. You know, things that P words do. I mean, yeah, degenerate's a word to describe it, but I would call it, you know, monstrous. There you go. The monstrous things they do. So it's like, come on. Like, predator poachers, like I said, I think their hearts are in a good place. Like Pastel, though, I think her heart was in a good place at first, and then I think she got drunk with power. She was doing with Davi Vandy victims and slash alleged. She was doing up to 3 interviews per week at one point last year during 2020. It's like, and I still was a support, and then I was like, okay. Like, time's going by. We're not hearing anything from the authorities, even though people online like Chris and Pastel were talking about FBI connections, and they just keep giving this same excuse that they did with Onision. It takes time, and I realize it takes time, especially with these specific cases with authorities. But after, you know, a year goes by, then another year, like with Onision. And Onision, there is zero proof. Like, I don't like Onision. I think he's a piece of shit person. But you can't go to jail for being a bad person. I'm not talking about illegal activities like P-word, murder, or anything like that. You just for being a shitty person, just for being a douchebag, just for being a bully or anything like that, that's not against the law. It is not against the law to be a fucking douchebag. Yeah, I mean, you're an asshole, fuck you, but that's about it, you know? But Davi, Vanity, like, yeah, this is, and all these other P words that these people, like I said, that I truly believe have good intentions, are out there fucking it all up. So that's all. I've said this shit before. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's all I gotta say about that. You know, and Marilyn Manson. You know, not a single allegation has been proved except that he got some spit at his own concert on a camera person's arm 2 years ago, and now he's got an arrest warrant for some spit. Have you ever? I've been to a lot of Marilyn Manson shows. The guy spits all over the place. He bangs his long hair and sweat's gotten on. I've probably gotten some Marilyn. I've seen the Marilyn Manson about 7-8 times. I've probably gotten some of his sweat on me. So I guess I have a court case against him. Let's go. I'm calling the cops. Like, no. Like, are you fucking retarded? It's a wild show. I've also seen bands like 9 Inch Nails. I've seen probably the most out of any other big band. Like probably 11 times or so over the years. I've seen Slayer, like heavy shows where, yeah, you know, if you're up there in the front, which I always am, and I'm not a big fighter guy, like, yeah, I'm gonna get kicked in the face with crowd surfers. Yeah, I'm gonna get smashed into all, you know, people. These are rowdy concerts, and you're gonna get some spit and saliva on you too, by the way, by band members and crowd members alike. I'm gonna do this bomb jump. It's like, yeah, like that's the only evidence they have against Marilyn Manson is that he, hang on. No, I missed it. That's it. Like, and I'll eat my words if the rest turns out to be true. Maybe? No. Thought it was too far. Okay, come on. I keep getting the setup right. Okay, that'll be it. There we go. It really infuriates me, people that literally there's no proof against them. They get thrown off their record labels and fully canceled, and then here's people like Davi Vanity where there's literal freaking evidence. They get to go on and have their careers, which this gets into another story which involves Davi Vanity. I mentioned he moved to wow, I fucked that one up. He gets to move to Colorado now. Like, clearly the FBI investigation, like, would they really let this guy just move out of state randomly? But maybe, perhaps. But here's why this is even a story. Oh man, I haven't fucked this room up forever. I was was so proud of myself. I got hit with the hit down the stairs on top of it. Lovely. Just lovely. Surprised one of those didn't hit me as I was falling. That's the worst, when you're falling down a hole and some fucking fireball or enemy hits you as you're falling, like right then. Like, it's like, that's not fair. It's not, but whatever. Life isn't fair. So, what makes you think RNG-based video games are? I don't know. But, I gotta concentrate, because you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming, boys. Cold stare. One of the most, maybe not the hardest enemy, but maybe the most frustrating and the one that takes the most damage, especially considering if you do, because I just skipped like the majority of this palace with that bomb jump and didn't get the blue mail, which really protects you. I'm gonna concentrate here for a second. Bam, 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 bam. I'm out of magic. Yeah, this isn't starting out good because they split up from the beginning and... Okay, good. Alright, fine. I'll take the death. Doesn't matter. Don't matter. I'll get back to Davy Vanity and why he's back in the news. It's fucking ridiculous, but let me just concentrate on Cold Stare here. I don't care if well, yeah, I need to care. This is a practice, but these fairy deaths take time. Hope you guys are still doing good. Like I said, like, you know, don't be afraid to talk and chat about anything I'm saying, or if you'd like to bring something up that's reasonable. I don't really want to hear about the latest viral TikToker if it has like, oh, this TikToker, I don't know, like swallowed a bunch of brine shrimp or that kind of stupid topics. I don't really care to cover unless it's like the gorilla. If it's on the level of Gorilla Glue Girl, yeah, I'll talk about that, like just a roaster or whatever, or somebody, or a retard like that. But yeah, no, the point is like, yeah, I really would love to hear other people's input on what I'm talking about, or just bring another topic up that, you know. So Davy Vanity moved to Colorado. Okay, a lot of people moved to Colorado. I don't believe Florida is a state that where marijuana is legal, just like all over. Am I allowed to say that word? Where the devil's lettuce is. Shout out to Rebzion. I've never heard that. Like, and I've heard a lot of like a religious extremist stuff, but I've never heard it called the devil's lettuce. That's so fucking hysterical. But I was just saying, I don't. Did he move there because the devil's lettuce is legal there? Shit, I thought so. I couldn't remember. No. There, I did die 2 fairy deaths, didn't I? But no real deaths, so we're still going. We're gonna head on down to Misery Mire. Misery loves company. Let's go. Let's see. Now, there is this place, and it can only be described as the Playboy Bunny Mansion, only instead of bunnies, it's cat girls. Like e-girls, e-girl, cat girls. You know what I'm talking about, probably. It's the same thing as Playboy Bunnies, only they're cats, and they're on the internet, and you know, they do these hot tub streams. They do a lot of... It's whatever, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with a place like that, or the Playboy Mansion, whatever. Yeah, I've heard conspiracy theory stories of stuff that's happened at the Playboy Mansion or whatever, but that I'm not even going to get into that. Whoops. Come on, Link, my man. Come on, bro. What the fuck? But this place... It has like a madam. It's not like, oh, what's his face? You know, the guy who Playboy Mansion. What's his face? You know, he's like old as fuck now. God, why can't I can picture his face and in his name. You know who I'm talking about. Why can I not think of his fucking name? It's really irritating. It's beyond irritating. irritating as well. Just get out of my... Go. Thank you. Give me a fucking... Get serious. Okay, I'll be right back to talking here after I do something. Okay, there. That RNG... That fire snake barely ever happens, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like... Anyway, so this, E-Cat girl, like fashion like the Playboy Mansion, a bunch of hot girls dressed up like cats or whatever. They have like a madam, like a person in charge of this place. She specifically is let other alleged, I don't know, I won't speak, so I'll just say alleged predators, inside this place, and they messed with a lot of the girls that reside there, and she knew about their pasts. Among these is Davy fucking Vanity. She let him in there. She knew about all the allegations, and like I said, there's proof. 100% solid fucking proof. Cool, got it. She lets them in, and girls are, meanwhile, some of these girls are coming up, like, and saying, like, these people are doing all these fucked up, inappropriate, you know, even assault, S-A, like, I don't think I can say the two words together in the same sentence on YouTube. I don't really know, but you know what I'm saying, like, and she's like, oh, it'll be alright, like, really? This is your business, and it looks like it's like a mansion and everything, like, that all these girls live in, and, you know, it's like the Playboy Mansion, like, only, you know, modernized and everything. Oh, shit, I'm already going for it. I did cut the bitch key here out, but I just can't help myself. I'm such in a habit of doing it. It's like, well, now it's too late to go back, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's where Davy Vanity's at, if anybody was wondering about that degenerate's life. Yeah, he's in a place with a bunch of young, impressionable girls, and he's messing with them, and other alleged predators, possible predators, are in there doing the same thing, and the woman who runs the place don't even care. Like, she don't even care. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Am I fucking crazy? Get serious. What the fuck? Like, really? And that's why I said, like, oh, and I'll make it all come back to, what am I doing? Back to Chris Hansen and how I believe he fucked that fucking whole thing up, just like like Onision, he didn't just fuck up, he fucking sold it to Discovery Plus. Like, I've seen the documentary, this part 4 came out like a week or something ago. It's dumpster fire, it's trash, it's fucking ridiculous. Edwin of Edwin's generation, because he thought he was gonna go, he was like, I'll be the one YouTuber that will go on this documentary and like say what I really think about Chris Hansen, that he fucked it all up, that he uses victims and survivors as meat shields. There's proof of this too, like Noah Ray, I was on the live stream on Augie RFC where it was clear he sent her into that live stream and used her, and she really is a real Davy Vanity victim, like a real actual victim. And this guy, fucking karate master, all the times in the world, that doesn't make it fucking so, because it's not fucking so, by the way. Why'd I switch to K? What the fuck? You can say what you want. You know, I can say I'm a doctor. Whatever, you know, you can say it all you want, Chris, but you're not. We know you're not. You know, and I do believe he's fucked up the Dobby thing too. It really, and that infuriates me. With Onision, I'm like, whatever, because excuse me. Excuse me. There is no proof. Do I think Onision's a bad guy? Do I think he likes his girls on the younger side? Yeah. Do I think he's a P-word? Nah. Like, by younger set, I mean like 16 and above, which, if you look at all the laws, this whole world, the age of consent in most all countries is 16. I think it should just be for everyone. I think at 16, guys and girls, they know what they're getting into. But I mean, for the most part. I mean, fully? No. But do you at 18 know everything about the world? Hell no. But, you know, and like this country, some states 16 is legal, some states 17, some 18. That's convoluted. That's ridiculous. Let's all agree on one age and keep it at that. Like, for all countries, for the whole globe. How about that? You know? Because let's not forget, this isn't stupid fucking drama about fucking Logan Paul. Well, there is stuff with Logan Paul that you can believe or not. But once again, no proof. Like I said, I'm a fan of Marilyn Manson's art, and I can separate art from. But so far, he's done nothing but be somebody who's into heavy, weird BDSM, and I think this is my own opinion that these girls, including Evan Rachel Wood specifically, she was gonna marry this fucking guy. You're telling me she didn't know what he liked to do in the bedroom that fans like me knew just from reading his book? Yeah, he's into some weird shit. I don't kink shame, like, and I believe it was all consensual, and she damn well knew it. And it's funny, she's friends with Amber Heard, close friends with Amber Heard, somebody who tried to frame Johnny Depp, but he was smart enough to record her saying like, yeah, I abuse you, and I'll do it again, and, yeah, I abuse you, and nobody will believe you, because they'll believe me because I'm a woman. Luckily, we got that on tape. Lovely woman, lovely person, Amber Heard, like, trying to frame somebody, like, because she's like, they'll believe me because I'm a woman. Funny how she's very close friends with Evan Rachel Wood, and even weirder, I'm not going to get into spin conspiracies here, I'm just talking here, I'm just saying it's very bizarre, and that Marilyn Manson is close friends with Johnny Depp. At one point, there was even, he's played live guitar for Marilyn Manson's band before, and there was even talk of him becoming possibly Marilyn Manson's new guitar player for a while. It was off the next to last album, not this new one, We Are Chaos, the one before that. Interesting how these people are like, they're not just celeb friends that brush shoulders at fucking cocktail events and charity parties. Like, no, they're like literal friends in real life. Another very weird thing. There was some YouTuber, I forgot his name, he was really covering the Marilyn Manson story and Amber, all of it, and he also was like me. It's like, look, I'm not sitting here gonna start spinning, let's turn the frogs gay. Alex, they're trying to turn the frogs gay. Alex Jones shit, like, what, Alex, why would they try to make the frogs gay? To make us all gay. But where's the logic here? No, that meme is fucking hysterical, the gay frogs thing. Like, what? You do know that a lot of did you watch Jurassic Park? Because that part was actually real about how a lot of frogs switch genders. Like, it's just something frogs do. And because they used frog DNA to complete the dinosaur DNA sequences, that's why they were like, no, but no dinosaurs in Jurassic Park can breed. And like, and you know, good old Jeff Goldblum, the man, base Jeff Goldblum was like, well, nature will find a way. And it did. Like, that DNA of inside the dinosaurs of the frogs, just because that was actually based on reality. Yeah, we all know that Jurassic Park couldn't happen the way they made it. You can't drill into amber and get DNA out of there, like, but, oh shit, there we go. But that part about the frog DNA and frogs was right. I just fucking love that. Okay, back to point though. As you know, I go on rabbit trails, because, I don't know, I just do. Oh yeah, I kind of like, stop talking about low tier god. Like I said, I've talked enough about Marilyn Manson a myriad of other times, so that's all. It's just like, yeah, I'm not trying to spin conspiracy theory here, but it is kind of weird that Amber Heard, who's been proven to be a stupid bitch who tried to take down a guy based on her gender, and was a ginormous liar. No. What am I doing? What are you doing? Okay. See, I'm so used to the GameCube controller for item dash. Like, where I can, yeah, item dash is simple, but I've got to learn how to do it on this controller, right? Whatever, though. Low tier god, like, should he be deplatformed? No. Like I said, I don't think people should be deplatformed for being horrible, despicable people that haven't broken any actual serious laws. If they've lied about something, like Green lying, should he be deplatformed? Nah. Should his fucking times be taken off the leaderboard? Fuck yeah! Of course they should, because it's cheat. He cheated. He admitted to it. That has literally never happened. I always dash through the exact same path. What's going on here? Fucking AIDS. This is just lovely. I'm just gonna like go in, I guess, no hearts, half heart palace here. I don't know. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. That's my point. Like, low tier god, yeah. Now he's now doxing. I do think you should definitely. I think most reasonable people think that doxing, swatting, bullshit like that should not exist, or people should not do that. Like, and that is a serious thing. Is it a crime? Yes. Doxing and swatting, that is a crime. Get serious. Like, you know, but low tier god, doxing, damn it, missed one. Once again, for being a shitty person, oh, and by the way, I said I'm a Marilyn Manson fan who doesn't exactly believe a lot of this. I think he's a shitty person too in real life. From interviews, like, and reading his book, I think he just like YouTubers, I was saying, a lot of them are playing characters. Why didn't I mallet that? Whatever. Why didn't I hammer that thing here? I'm just gonna waste time and do this just out of sheer frustration. Sheer frustration, bro. No, I think Marilyn Manson's a dickhead. Do I believe this other stuff? Nah. I mean, there is proof that he's a dickhead, but should he lose his career over that? American Gods, an author I really love, Neil Gaiman, is the author of it. You might know the show, American Gods, which is a really good interpretation. I'm looking forward to my favorite graphic novel ever, Sandman, also by Neil Gaiman, and how the hell they're gonna translate that to TV. Don't hit me! Ah, fine, fuck you. But they did a good, because these are really abstract stories, those two, specifically American Gods. And Marilyn Manson was going to be on American Gods. I don't know what character he's going to play. Maybe we'll never know, and we'll never get to see it, because they didn't just drop him from his record label based on no fact, no proof, no facts. You know, but then here's this person like EDP. Even though there was no 14-year-old girl, even though they were trying to catch him, which they did, he admitted, he's like, yeah, I thought this person was this age, and yes, I wanted to have sex with them. He just admitted to it. Oh, he gets to keep his channel monetized. All of it. What? You know, he doesn't get deplatformed or like, you know, there was a debate with Nick DeOrio and the guy, I'm sorry if I got the guy's name wrong, because I actually thought he had balls to debate Nick DeOrio, and I think he held his own. And it kind of at the end evolved into Nick doing his name calling thing, which I find hysterical. I love Nick, and I think he's funny, but it's like I said, I don't agree with everything that everybody says. I'm not gonna be some echo chamber system. I don't know. That's not a real term, but whatever. It's like, nah. So, you know, cancel culture's bullshit, and I just love, this is that sarcasm, by the way. I love getting hit by all these fireballs too. Well, I was fucked from the beginning with this stupid palace. Just whatever. I'll take all the damage. I just want to get out of here now. Jesus, I can do that room perfect sometimes, but not always. But that was just dumpster fire. That. Guess I'll just stop talking and be silent from now on. Because I can't, yeah, just bonk. Just keep bonking, why don't you? No, I don't, you don't even need to do this, but now it's a matter of principle. Okay, fine, I won't do it. Fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ. Never mind, I'm gonna do it. For no reason. There. God, my OCD sucks. Fucking sucks. I know it's fucking cancer. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Whatever. Like I said, this is just practicing and talking and chatting. Yeah, just keep hitting me. Why don't you? I like it. I like the pain. What else do we got? I mean, yeah, low tier gods should be punished. What the? Okay. Weird. I don't ever use the select button in my speedrunning. I have it mapped to L2 and somehow hit that. I guess I just bumped it. Whatever. Okay. Let's get into maybe some lighter topics that will, yes, turn into hot takes, nuclear takes even, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see as I talk about them. Okay. Okay. This will tie into, and I've talked about this before, Dream. Good old Dream. You know, with those 1 in a million drops in his Minecraft speedruns, like, but I'm not cheating. Well, turns out he was, and he confessed to it. This is not new news. Well, I mean, it's new, like, what did he confess, like, a week ago? And, like, but it was such a bullshit confession. He's like, I didn't even know those mods were on my game that I speedrun, and I'm a double-digit, million subscribed person, famous-ass person. Like, but I didn't know. I didn't know those mods were on for those 6 to 7 to 8 to 19 to 48 runs. No, it was like 6 to 7. I just was making fun of him. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, like that, you know, and how come he, you know, people don't care, and I knew that was what was going to happen if it ever came out. Like, John Swan was trolling it. Like, people were pissed at John Swan, and I was just like, look, Dream, most of us knew, come on, like, that know anything, just basics. We're talking RNG basics in video games. Knew that this fucking dude fucking cheated, because I could walk to the gas station here, just pick a random lottery ticket, buy that one lot right now, and buy that, and win whatever the highest amount of money, 10K, 20K, whatever. I have a better odd of doing that than getting the Minecraft drops that this guy got. I gotta concentrate before this boss, because I actually can do the cool strat with him some 50% of the time. We'll see. But one second. You know, it'd be like me just getting a fairy drop every 10 seconds, like, because the game would be I don't know, like, it's cheating, and, you know, did I think that he was gonna face any repercussions other than losing, like, what, like, a couple thousand subscribers? That's it, a couple thousand fucking subscribers, you know? People don't care, they like Dream. I still want to watch it. And I will say something that WQ, a record holder for this game, has said, like, you know, he was looking at some fake runs by an old runner, Link to the Past Years, known as Crystal, spelled with K with, I think, a bunch of A's or something in there. I don't know. And there was another one, and he exposed these people. And with Crystal, he even believed that hers were real at first, then he looked into it. I mean, this guy is a world record holder of Zelda. You know, along with right up there with Andy Lasso and Fruit Bat. You know, like, who, shout out to all of them. Andy, I just kind of, you know, he's unavoidable. I watched some of his speedruns, and that taught me things. Fruit Bats has a whole full tutorial. Yes, I'm going to shout these people out every single time. Fruit Bats gives a whole beginner's tutorial on how to speedrun this game. He may mention some higher level tricks like hovering, something I can't do. I don't think it was possible. Anything's possible in games, but kinda. What Dream did, that wasn't really... Yeah, I guess it was possible, that's what... But, come on, it's not. Like, with a GameCube controller, I haven't tried to hover with the PlayStation controller yet. But WQ, on the other hand, he... Like, while Fruit Bats made just a more beginners to mid-person running the game, and showed you, like, the bomb, the hammer bomb jump, something, that and hovering are the two things I just can't do. I did them before. Well, hovering, I've never successfully hovered all the way. I did it, like, halfway and always fall. Maybe that'll change with the button layout and everything with this controller, because it's, you know, the 4 buttons, like Super Nintendo, all controllers. You know how a GameCube controller is. It's totally different. But it's a really great controller, especially for games like Eternal Darkness that were made for the GameCube. Eternal Darkness, such an underrated game. Please bring it back, Nintendo. Like, and Silent Hill. Like, get Kojima back on Silent Hills. Because Resident Evil's great. And, well, and I could even go a step further and say, and make a new Fatal Frame game. Like, I guess this is my take, that I think Resident Evil is more of a shooter that has horror elements, whereas Silent Hill, these franchises, Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, Eternal Darkness, are just straight up horror survival. And Resident Evil is a hybrid of survival horror and action shooters. Not like first person, of course. Well, they did have that one for Wii that was a first-person shooter Resident Evil game. It was fucking retarded garbage, honestly. It looked cool, but I played it for, like, you know, 10 minutes. I was like, alright, so enough of that. Dream cheating. Yeah, people like me, people like WQ care when he confessed, but most people are just like, you know, that one guy made the big reaction video on Augie RFC. They went over it, and even they got bored with it. It's like, yeah, you know. Okay, so... No! Son of a bitch. See, I had the other controllers, so... Okay. Just do it. Now, at this point, I'm just like, just do it. There. Okay. Oh, half heart left. Shit, I better not die of fairy death. I wasn't paying attention. Motherfucker. No. Oh, well. Fuck my life. Where am I gonna get a... Oh, I know where to get a fairy. Okay. To replenish that one. Alright. Time to die, you son of a fucking bitch. Time to die. I need those drain strats where... I need those splice strats. Wow, that was garbage. Like, the one boss I said, oh, I know how to do the strat and can do it. You could tell I know how to do it, but you could tell also, I'm new. Leave me alone. So yeah, that's enough. I'm tired of fucking talking about dream cheating. Like, unless something else comes out, I probably won't mention it again other than briefly in a sentence of whatever. Nier Reincarnation of the amazing Nier series, Nier Automata, which and then the brand new Near Replicant game, which I will be playing. I just haven't got around to it yet. There's a lot of games I want to finish first. Like, I haven't finished Gravity Rush 2 yet. There's just some other games I'd rather finish first. Which I thought that was curious that they're announcing a Nier game as a brand new one just came out. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, as long as the quality's good, and I realize that Replicant is a was a poor, like, it's like a remaster of, and all that, like, and I guess Reincarnation is going to be like Automata, like built from get out of here. I can't. Okay, whatever. Stupid fucking cabbage bowl. Those are the enemies I hate the most in this game. They look like little fucking Goombas from Mario Brothers, and they turn into rocks. They only go 4 directions, which, so it shouldn't be a problem, right? But they, like, they just were blocking my paths, and I couldn't hit them, because then they turn into rocks, and then they block your path, and then you have boulders raining down on your fucking head. Anyway, so, yeah, Nier Reincarnation, cool, but, I'd kind of like to play Replicant through first, you know, like, but, you know, they did just announce it. It'll probably come out next year around the same time. I don't know, like, you know, this is something that's just been announced. I have no idea. Cake, die. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have to, that's where I'm gonna get my fairy, because I am not going in Turtle Rock without a fairy, because my other bottle is filled with magic potion, just in case, because it only happened once. Stop it! I tried to hit it from the side, and it's still... Okay, I'll do this, and I swear the fairy better not run all over the place. There, okay. See, yeah, like, eventually I'll cut out fairies and bottles to shave down more time, and then I'll, you know, but for right now, sorry, I'm gonna do it. Because I don't, I'd rather do that and waste time than, oh, get up there, you bitch, then, nope. Let's miss the hammer, like, that's, anyway, so that game's coming, or been announced and all, which is fucking awesome. Like I said, I still haven't yet to play, Nier Replicant, but will be. I'll probably, like, casually play it on here, on Twitch. Like I said, like, subscribe if you fucking want to, on Twitch. If you want to follow, that'd be cool. If you like this, if you like, I will, like, do a serious speedrun where I won't be babbling about topics and news, and funny news, drama news, stupid retardation news, and serious or stuff like Davi Vanity, like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, I do believe that is, in fact, people like Chris Hansen's fault that, yeah, he's out there, like, bugging girls in Colorado now, like, SA and stuff like that. Oh no! Oh no. Oh, there's something that hasn't really ever happened since, like, the first 1 or 2 times I speedrun this game. Yay, this is so slow. How did I miss that? What? Because I'm talking, I don't know. Fucking AIDS, guys. Like, what am I doing? Why am I just sitting here? That door's gonna close on me. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean... let's see, other, like, light-hearted, fun topics, couple movie trailers that by directors that I really have enjoyed most of their bodies of work. Edgar Wright, I can't think. Look, the third part of the trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and the one that was all about beer, or them going to the pubs. I know it. Anyway, wasn't what I expected, because, let's be real, it's not on par with Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. But it's still actually good. You just give it it's one that you kind of have to absorb. This fucking room. Don't you love this fucking room? Oh, actually I did it alright. That's a shocker. That's a shocker. So Edgar Wright has a new film coming out entitled... Where is it? Oh, Last Night in Soho, which, you know, if you know anything about Edgar Wright, he also did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. He does great movies that are visually amazing, but are typically comedic films. Like Shaun of the Dead, it's a comedy, but it has some really awesome, they didn't skimp on the special effects for zombies and stuff, and they did a really good job. I'm just sitting here fucking around. I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Edgar Wright's a really great visual director. Go, get it. They're gonna hit me, aren't they? Jesus. It's inevitable. Thanks. That's why I used to always just dust them all so they couldn't do that to me, but I was like, well, I gotta go faster, and it doesn't matter. They still get me. Stupid fucking anti-fairies. I don't love these stupid bitches. Anyway, the movie, the point is this new Edgar Wright film, Last Night in Soho, I saw, and I'm just judging by the trailer, I haven't read up on it. It looks visually great, but it looks like, and I'm not saying he's ripping him off, maybe inspired by it, maybe not, it looks like it's filmed like a Nicholas Winding Refn film, like he did the Neon Demon, Bronson, a really great film, Drive with Ryan Gosling, really fucking awesome movie. I love all his stuff, Nicholas Winding Refn, unless he's came out with something that I'm unaware of. For a while I didn't keep up with things the way I typically do. If he came out with something since Neon Demon, I haven't seen it yet. So but he uses a lot of bright, saturated colors. If you watch the Ryan Murphy, Brad Falnick show on Netflix that came out last year called Ratchet, that starred Sarah Paulson as Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the Jack Nicholson film that's excellent. I thought that was pretty neat, but I could tell this is too artsy for some people. Just like Refn is too artsy for some people. They're like, oh well, this has Jenna Malone in it, or this has Ryan Gosling. A Drive is maybe the one that I could say is the most accessible to mainstream and even normies would probably like that movie. But Neon Demon people will be like, what the fuck, especially with the ending and everything. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. This looks, and Edgar Wright is artsy, but his films are typically comedies. They're deeper, dark comedies, and they're funny. They spoof some really great stuff. But this looks like a straight up horror film from Edgar Wright. It looks like a straight up horror film. So that should be interesting. And like I said, also, he doesn't really do straight, but I could be wrong. I'm going by the trailer, and it wasn't a teaser trailer, it's a full-length trailer, and it sure looks like a horror movie to me, and if that's what he wants to do this time, awesome. He was on, Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez made the Grindhouse double feature, and they had those fake trailers, like Eli Roth did the Thanksgiving trailer, and and Rob Zombie did one. SS Werewolf Women, like the werewolf women of the SS. They were like Nazi werewolves that had to be killed by Nick Cage was also in that. These were all fake trailers, but they said they were all going to be made into films. Machete was the only one that was actually ever made into a film, and a sequel to Machete. Starring what's-his-face, the phenomenal, actually it was Rodriguez who got him his start when he got out of prison. Yeah, he was in, or jail. You know who I'm talking about. We all used to know him as that scary Mexican guy that I would want to fuck with ever. Oh, great. Wow, I'm really getting fucked to death on. All right, fine. Yep, let's do this now. Just do that because I'm really fucking sick of this garbage. There was a ferry so I didn't have to go up and down. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It don't matter though. Yeah, the fake trailers, and Edgar Wright actually made a fake trailer that looked like a horror film, but it still even looked like it was gonna be funny. Like, I still, the one I want really made is Thanksgiving, because we have no Thanksgiving horror movies except for like that one that I can never remember the title of, that's a cult classic, but I'm like, not for me. It's not for me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just hit me. Let me concentrate for a second. Oh, this is not good. How did I use up all that? I didn't miss that many times. Oh, there's nothing I can do. You can't beat this boss. One more hit. Yay. How did that? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. And I lost my fairy. I'll make it. We'll make it, boys. We'll get it done, guys. Come on. Man, guys. Relax, guys. No, I'm actually really pissed that I just lost both of that and missed that. Great. It's hard to and I'm not even talking about anything serious. I'm talking about new films coming out by directors I like. Also, M. Night Shyamalan, most people know who that definitely is. Even if they don't know Edgar Wright by name, they've probably seen Shaun of the Dead, probably seen Hot Fuzz, whatever. Scott Pilgrim, probably above. Scott Pilgrim and Shaun of the Dead are ones that most people have seen, and most people enjoy as well. But M. Night Shyamalan, most people have seen his movies. Most people saw Sixth Sense right when it came out. I saw it in theaters, you know, a lot of people did. His other films, Unbreakable, and the recent, then Split, and then they made it into a trilogy. What was the third one? There was Unbreakable, then Split later, years later, and then that third one, and Sarah Paulson was running around. It was kind of a mess. I wanted that to happen so bad. Like, yeah, bring back Mystic Glass that Samuel L. Jackson played as the villain, and the Split guy, I don't remember his guy, the one that James McAvoy plays. I can never remember his name because he has all the split personalities. I don't remember what his real birth name is. I don't remember, man. Come on, man, I don't remember that. You know, and then there's Signs and The Village, which is controversial. I like The Village because I understood from the beginning it was an art film. And it was marketed terribly. The trailer made it look like it was a horror, like a straight up scary horror film. Like, no, it was an art film that just had some disturbing parts in it, but was mainly, it was like very more Hitchcockian horror. Or a specific type, like Vertigo or something. Like, this is an art film, guys. Like, don't think that this is not The Sixth Sense, this is not Signs. I think everybody shitted on Dark Water, and I actually liked it. Oh, of course, did it have issues and problems? Yeah, but I still thought it was a fun film, honestly. Like, Last Airbender, that's one I just don't acknowledge. I just ignore that. He didn't do that movie. Yeah, he did. But yeah, I watched it once and it was garbage. There was gonna be a sequel, and they really thought that they could make a sequel. It was just a nightmare. I was embarrassed for M. Night as a fan of him. Whatever. Just get out of here. I hate when that skeleton really fucks with you there. It's just like, really? Do you have to be there? I mean, do you really have to? Anyway, so yeah, So most people do, in fact, know who M. Night Shyamalan is, and have seen another movie that had mixed response. I hated how the trailer marketed. It's M. Night Shyamalan's first rated R movie. Ooh, like who cares? Like it's about because he already had made a bunch of PG-13 movies that were excellent. Like, so, and that was The Happening, starring Mark Wahlberg, who I love Mark Wahlberg. My favorite Mark Wahlberg role is I Heart Huckabees, and that's one of my top films of all time. Not because I'm pretentious, because it's pretentious, but it's making fun of pretension at the same time, and pretentious philosophers, and it's awesome. I love I Heart Huckabees. It has a great cast. Naomi Watts, one of my favorite actresses ever, and one of my top, probably like my favorite or second favorite actress, like of new actresses of this age of Hollywood. Like she's still active and makes me. I love Naomi Watts, and she's also really nice to look at, beautiful woman. But she's an excellent actress. Watch some of her more low key stuff, like what was the movie that has Michael Pitt, an actor I also love. And the other guy, Funny Games, which was actually a remake, and both are equally good. It's one of those remakes that, did it really need to be made? Hell no. But I'm glad it did, just because I got to see Naomi Watts in that role. I liked both versions, and it's Funny Games, yeah, anything but funny. It's really disturbing and twisted. Great film. I don't even want to say much about it at all, other than it is one of those movies where the cast is just 4 people, like the movie Tate by Richard Linklater. It's only 3 people filmed in a motel. Uma Thurman, Ethan Hawke, and I forget the other guy. He was in the film that Robin Williams, Oh Captain, My Captain. Ethan Hawke was in that film as well when he was very young. They both were in. I love that movie, and I always forget the title of it, and it's got a memorable title. By the way, the movie I was trying to think of earlier that was the trilogy that started with Unbreakable, then Split. It was Glass, was the title, which I was so hyped for it, and I think it had a lot of credibility, but also it didn't, maybe. His new film, M. Night Shyamalan's new film, is called Old. Just watch the trailer for it. It looks interesting. It's some people going to a beach, which reminded me of the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio from a while back in the 90s, I believe. That movie was a 90s movie, or if not, like year 2000. I think it was more like 1998 or something. I think, yeah, Danny Boyle did it. And it had I was going to try to get that ferry. Okay, well, there's still the ferry room I can't forget about, because that's where I'm going to, yeah. Even though, whatever, I'm really pissed about losing the magic, my extra magic, just in case I fuck up the Ganon fight, which I shouldn't. Old, it looks like some people, families, like parents and children, are going to a beach, and it's like a forbidden beach, and it looks like the one in the movie The Beach, like this beautiful place that, like the coolest beach ever, like yeah. Oh, I fucked up. Come on. All right, fine. Shoot me with your fucking lasers. Yep, just kill me. I don't care anymore. Nice, I got the fucking heart. Bumped into him and didn't even matter. Whatever, I'm sick of this bullshit. To remind myself I need to get those fairies in the next room. Let's see, are you gonna hit me like you always do? No, not this time. I don't know what you're supposed to... Never mind. Get the... Fuck it, I'm just gonna take damage, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because I've got fairies here up ahead anyway, so fuck it. But, these families and Fine. Okay, you want to play it this way? I'm just so done. Just let me talk about this M. Night Shyamalan movie game. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I didn't think it would be this big of a deal just to talk about a fucking film. I'm not even talking about what I was talking about earlier, like that, though. This is just movies. I am in the last dungeon of the game, but it's a dungeon I can usually get really easily. To bottle or not to, I'll just bottle it. Why not? Go! Come here! Jesus. Yeah, let's dash to the side, because that's what I want to do. It's called old. These kids are at these parents and their kids are at the beach. The kids disappear, then all of a sudden they've aged to the point of adults. The adults are still the same age, but their kids are like grown-ups, and it looked like one that was like a little girl that looked like maybe 12 or something. She's grown up into 20-something, late 20-something, and it showed a clip of her. Then she's pregnant, screaming on that beach. Who knows what he has in store? It looks like a really fucking great movie, just because it's like, you know, Split was also, he had that idea back with Unbreakable, and that was an idea he had for a long time, and I think maybe enough time passed to where that's why it got so fucked. I still think the movie's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna waste time here. Who cares? Kiss my ass, world. Kiss my ass, world. Is there nothing else? Is there? Stuff I don't need. All I needed was that one heart. Whatever. Yeah, that one looks really good. And that's a couple things that I'm very interested in. That I'm very looking much forward. Fuck you hard. I don't care. I don't need you. I don't need you. Oh, great. Never mind. I always forget that there's this stupid ass ice room, the one I hate the most, because you can really get fucked here. Yep, okay, just take the ferry. That's why I bottled it. Just do it. I'm sick of this. Doesn't matter. I can't do anything. Because I am a shit speedrunner. Why are you even watching me? Probably because I fucking babble, and that's really why I want. Like I said, like, you know, if you're impressed by this, cool. I don't know why anybody would be impressed by what just happened there. That was just dumpster fire, but I don't know. Talking about fucking movie trailers. Not even movies, the full movies, just the trailers, and this is what happens. This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. This is what happens, Larry. That's from that's John Goodman from The Big Lebowski, which is that's my favorite part of the movie, is the little Larry, John Goodman losing his mind and bashing in that Porsche or whatever, thinking it was Larry's, but it wasn't. Oh, I guess that's a minor spoiler for Big Lebowski, a movie that's very old. Yeah, just hit me with the stupid fucking thing. I don't really care. There. You just had to hit me that one time before I got out the door, you fucking fireballs. Thanks. Yeah, you just had to. You just couldn't help yourself. You're just like, well, I got to. Like, why? You know, I'll just refill my health here, like in like 5 rooms from now, like, because I just have to. I don't know. When my talk starts devolving into arguing with literal RNG, I'm arguing with it. Oh man, I don't have beam sword. Okay, now I will. Get out of my way. Okay, let's try again. Should I just go up there and... There. That's what I'm talking about. That was Jerry Stiller off of Seinfeld, George's dad. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I do go down here, but I don't typically bonk there, so... I can tell this controller's so much more precise than the fucking GameCube one. But regardless of that, it's still new to me. And little precise things that I had down, it's different. Because it's a different controller. And a different setup for playing the fucking game. And like, no, I'm not blaming on it. Like other epic fuck-ups I've made here, no, I blame on me and shitty gameplay. But some things, no, I will blame the controller because that is actually accurate. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I could talk about this. There's a shout out to a really great channel who mainly discusses movies, but also discusses stuff like video games and stupid bullshit culture, like how they ruined Star Wars, like by checking all these fucking boxes, but ruining the art, like just straight up ruining the art. Like, fuck art. Art doesn't matter. It's how many people, like, cultural diversity boxes, and I'm glad we're to a point where, well, we're not hiring this actor or actress based on something, motherfucker, I had a phone call, that, now I'm blaming phone calls. Hey, thanks for calling me at the little Helmasaur room. Now people think it was just because of the phone call that I fucked up. It was. If you, never mind. I'm about to beat this shit anyway, so what does it matter? Bam, 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 bam. So, yeah, actually, is there anything else to really go over? Grimes, AI, Skynet, is she trying to make the world into a Skynet world, where instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger's, like, metal endoskeletons, but instead of Arnold's skin over them all, it's all gonna be Elon Musk's. Like, or it could be all Grimes, like, are you John Connor? Bam. Or are you Sarah Connor? Bam. I don't know, I don't know, I'm just gonna hope for some good RNG here, which I'm not gonna be getting. Nope. Terrible. Can you guys just give me a fucking break with something in this stupid run? Because it's fucking trash. Yeah. I just, like a while ago, I kind of stopped caring. It's just like, yeah, every possible turn they, like, yes, I fucked up a lot, but doesn't matter, you're gonna hit me with that, doesn't matter. Why don't you make me lose my other fairy, because I really want that to happen to waste more time. I want all the time wasters to happen. Can you just die? Or let me, like, actually hit you for once? I'm fucking sick of this garbage. Like, this is the only, like, practice run where I'm actually getting mad. Now, it's like, come on. I just want this to end, because I don't have any more topics to discuss, and that's... I guess I could just... Motherfucker. Yeah, hit me, I don't care. I like the pain. Fucking dumbass shit. Anyway, glad, if you're still in here, I'm glad you liked the hot takes. Like I said, like, that's what I really want here, is more other people, even if I completely disagree with you, or partially do, or you completely disagree with me, or partially, yes, I'm gonna go get. Should I? Well, I'm gonna refill my health with this right here. Like a water slide going from here to, well, if the fairy RNG doesn't fuck me and this guy's just like, oh, I've got to throw bombs right in your path, like, that aren't normal bomb path, whatever. Because normally I just drop down into Ganon's, or into the pyramid, but whatever. Because then you don't know how furious it will make me of that 1 in 30 chance that I somehow run out of magic with Ganon. Because yes, I used the fucking cape. Who cares? Fucking don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, how is that cheap? It takes you like what, 1 minute to get the cape, and you can just beat Ganon faster. Sorry, I don't know all the super strats, yo. Like, I'll get to, why did I not hit him once? Wow, see that kind of fuck up. I don't even believe I've ever did that, like, back when I played the game as a child. A literal, like, kid. Like, I don't know if I ever missed that first Ganon swipe, because Nintendo Power said, like, oh, you can always get one swipe in at the beginning before he starts talking. Like, that's not even a speedrun strat, that's just a fucking thing you should know about the game. Yeah, hit me. See, I told you I might start fucking up around Ganon. And I barely beat him this one time where I ran out of magic, but I had enough to light one of the lanterns with the fire rod, and the other one I had to use literally the fucking lantern. Can you see through my secret technique? It's not that big of a secret, Ganon. It's not been a secret since 1991 when this game, or 90 or whatever, when this game was created. I really hate when... Never mind. Doesn't matter. Don't matter. Gonna do it again? Because I love that. I love you being cheap. Okay, one more arrow. If you hadn't been cheap that one time, this would be over. And I could take a drink of my... my energy drink. Doesn't matter what brand it is. Why should it matter what brand it is? I don't know what brand it is. I don't care. And that's how you do... That's how you incorrectly speedrun Zelda Link to the Past. That's how you fuck it up completely. I wasn't even holding up to go into this, which officially means you beat the game when you enter the Triforce room. You know, the Illuminati room, if you will. No, I mean, like a lot of the things, you know, I've talked about here, you know. I don't think hot takes are bad unless they're retarded ignorance, you know. But even if they are, I just think people need to start talking about what's going on, like, because things are changing at a rapid pace here. People are picking sides and staying there, and there's no room for, forget arguing, for discussion, for healthy debate anymore. It's like, oh, you don't agree with this 100 billion%, and then fuck you, get out of here. Well, I agree 99.999%. Doesn't matter. If you don't agree on this one little issue over here, fuck off. Like, that attitude. And then it's like, well, fine, I'm going to go to the other side. The people on the other side, they'll be more reasonable, and they say the same thing. Like, oh, you don't agree with this 100%, then fuck off. But I do on 99.9%. Like, doesn't matter. Fuck off. So where do I go? I feel like that, you know. I'm a political atheist. I will not claim to be a liberal or a conservative, because those words don't mean what they used to mean. Like what I was taught in school, what I was taught by my parents, like basic. And they don't mean the same thing. But what's scarier is they're changing even as we speak right now. Like, you know, who knows what we might wake up to. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like fucking nuclear apocalypse. I'm not saying this is the Watchmen or something. I mean, but this is what builds up to such crazy shit, like World War III or something. Like, yeah, it takes time. Do I think that could happen like within a week? Well, of course it could, but will it? No. But like, you know, but if things just keep going along the path that they are right now, like, and they stay that way, and that's people's opinions, scratch that, rewind. If that's people's beliefs, and they're stating their beliefs and opinions as facts, so these are facts. These are facts. Now, that's what we're doing. This is what we're doing now. Oh. Well, I say fuck that shit. I say fuck that shit, and we all need to talk. Yeah, like if you're one of those people in an echo chamber party over here, Republican, Democrat, don't matter. Like, doesn't matter. They don't mean the same things anymore. Like, yeah, I'd like to talk with you. Like, I only have one rule. Don't sit there and just troll me. Like, I think trolling is funny if it's done properly. I think being based is fucking funny. You know, if it's, once again, done properly. But if you're just going to say, like, fuck you, you don't know anything, you're just ignorant, you don't really know what socialism is, and then I define it, it's like, that's not what it is. Yeah, actually, by definition, that's what it means. It's like, not anymore, Googles it, and I'm like, if you're just going to be a contrarian, well, I probably will debate you too anyway, and discuss things. Rewind. My one rule is I won't just mindlessly argue. Just, fuck you, base, fuck you, mic drop. Like that stuff's funny, but like, you know, in the right context, like, you know, be funny. Like, Nick DeOrio is an excellent debater. Shout out to Nick DeOrio. He's probably like, who the fuck is this fucking douchebag? Who's this? I don't know if I can use the word SIMP. Can I not say that? Because I'm not talking about handicapped people. I'm talking about simpletons who are ignorant people. Some of them might be handicapped, but most wouldn't be statistically. Like, whatever. You know, you can't say cuck on, you know, why. It's just a slang term. Like, I understand censoring words like the N-word or any other racial slur, or the F slur that has 3 letters. That, once again, a lot of people, I grew up in an era where that word was said a lot by myself and all my friends. Or forget friends, everybody. We weren't talking about LGBTQ plus people, specifically. Well, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It was just something you said. I know how it started, and that's how it started, as hate speech, but it evolved into something else. So how come I can sit here and say, like, well, I should be able to use the F slur, because I'm not using it as a slur. I'm just using it the same way I'd be like, oh, you fucking dumbass. Like, you know, or like when I say, oh, that was retarded, I'm not talking about somebody who has Down syndrome or other handicap. I'm not talking about that. That's never even entered my mind. So, but they're like, yeah, well, that's what it means now. And I'm just like, so you guys can change words around. Like, you can change massive words and definitions around. You guys can. But I can't. But then when it says, well, you can't say retard because you're putting down handicapped people, I'm like, it doesn't mean that. Like, and they're like, well, that's how it started out, boom, the end. It's like, oh, so you can change meanings of words, but when meanings of words, I didn't change, like, a term like retard when talking to a video game, especially, like, I'm talking to pixels here, you know, they're not handicapped pixels, and I'm not even thinking about handicapped people, like, that's why this simp and stuff, I can't say that now, like, it's like, these same people who want to change things immediately, the meaning of words, like what socialism means, what democracy means, what Republican means, what Democrat means. You want to change these words and ask me to, and tell me actually to accept that? You want to tell me to accept that, but then I can't say this because you're like, well, that has an ancient meaning that offends this group of people, LGBTQ. It offends handicapped people. Like, can you even say handicap anymore? Because people say that's offensive. Like, you know, I mean, you know, so what are we doing here, really? what the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, these words, they can change the definition of them weekly, but these ones you can't. Like, you can do this. Who's making this up? And these people, they're digging their heels in. They're beyond digging their heels in. They're like, no, they're like turning themselves into statues. Like, I'll speak video games, speak for you who actually care about the video game here, like me, and know, like, you know, it's like, well, the stupid enemies I hate the most in this game that turn themselves to statues when you hit them. Yeah, that's kind of how, that's a better metaphor where, hey, not physically as to attack, but like, hey, nope, statue. This is my beliefs. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and in their heads are like, well, this person is making valid points, but I don't care, because I want the safety of my little echo chamber group over here where we all agree 100%. We kick people out and tell them to fuck off if they even are against us in 0.1 beliefs. Like, they don't believe in this one thing. Like, here's our 500 beliefs. Like, but this person believes in only 499 of them. Or how about 499 and a half? Like, no, they need to go. We don't care where you go. Go to the other side. Well, I don't want to go there because that's the exact same motherfucking thing. It's like, come on. Like, so, okay, rant over. Seriously, guys, like, I am reasonable is the thing. And, like, you know, that rant was maybe ill-advised. I don't know, it was, but you know, that's where we get, like, but I can calm myself down. But yeah, it's starting to get heated there and getting mad, right? It's just being a human. It's called being a human. But now I'm not. It's called having self-control, people, you know, and I know some people have shorter fuses, or I'm the type who, when I get really mad, that was just a rant. When I get actually furious and my temper comes out, it takes so much to chip away at me for a long time, maybe even a year of somebody doing something that really pisses me off, and I just keep letting it go, like, because I try to be fucking chill, like, you know, like, and try to be reasonable, like, but like everybody, we all have tempers. Some people have really short fuses, and I'm not even talking about what's going on now. I'm just saying people in general. This is just a fact. You know, if you live in society, you know this. And some people like me have really long fuses, like, as far as a real temper, you know. Nowadays, it's like people don't even want to express much emotion. Like, they want to stay in their safe little space over here that is an echo chamber where you're not allowed to disagree at all on anything. Or and the same thing over here. Here's the two sides, and they label them the same words, but those words mean different things now. A liberal is not the same thing it meant just 15 years ago. Like, it meant and what it's meant, like what we were, like I said, what you were taught in school. Like what your parents like just said, like, oh well, there's the Republican and the Democrat party, and then there's the independents over here. We'll get to that in a minute. But the Republican, and basically say, okay, Republicans are more conservative. You can then Democrats are more liberal. You can't say that shit anymore because it doesn't make sense. Those words are defined by different terms now, and anyway. I'm just now repeating myself at this point. I hope you guys liked watching me really seriously fuck up this game. I hope you guys really enjoyed that because, what can you do? But I more so hoped, you know, shout out, Endozen. I don't know if that's you still in here. Thanks for watching, even if you were just here for a minute and you're gone now. Like I said, you and everybody else, if you want to like, subscribe, notification bellsies, I don't know, you can if you want. That's cool. Like, you know, if you enjoy the content and, you know, and you like my hot takes or sometimes nuclear takes, if you like that, but more importantly, this isn't really about me. Yeah, yes, this is my channel or whatever, but I want to talk with other people that agree with me, people that disagree with me, people that slightly disagree, strong, but like I said, one thing I'll refuse to do is just arguing like fuck you, like, okay, that's not, I'm not gonna just sit there and scream fuck you back and forth. That's not a debate, that's not even an argument, that's just uncivilized fucking retarded nonsense, man. I don't know, dude, get serious. I don't know, but seriously, thank you guys for watching. And if you watch this later when it's not live, thanks. Give me a like or subscribe if you want. I'm also on Twitch under the same name. I'm Dead Popstar, spelled that way, all lowercase. Same, like, I don't know. There's another person out there that clearly stole my name that joined YouTube a couple years ago and is trying to be a mumble rapper. Is a mumble rapper. I don't know. I've had this screen name since fucking high school. And I got it from a band called Dead Z. A really excellent band. Underground band. They're not a band anymore. They haven't been for years. But I really liked them. They were kind of like if you mashed up Korn, early Korn, like the first 3 albums, with Duran Duran. Like, you know, they were like new metal. I hate to call them new metal. They were like new metal mashed with new wave into a really great band. That's how I got my name, Dead Popstar. That's where I got it years ago. Yeah. So I don't know who that other guy is, but he clearly stole it because that's such a specific name. My name is so specific, and he just put Lil. Yeah, it's that guy. He put Lil in front of it and makes trash music. I just started, man, and like, I don't see many people feeling your music. I feel like the people in your comments, the 1 or 2 people that say, this is fire, brah, like, are your friends, which that's fine. Good luck with your art, but don't steal people's fucking art names and names, and don't steal people's shit. I listened to a bit of your music, and if you plagiarize your own name from somebody else, yeah, I don't know if you're plagiarizing music. Of course I can't prove it, but wink wink, we know you stole it from me. We both, at least we know. Anyway, that was a dumbass rant. That was a dumb way to end. I'm sitting here talking about serious stuff, and then light topics like movies and stuff, or just stupid drama like, you know, fucking low tier god being a douche as usual, but now he's doxing people, so people that don't, well, nobody deserves to be, but especially June the King. Like, that's like doxing. I don't know, maybe he's a real asshole in real life, but his online persona, he's a fucking nice guy who tells you the facts in a documentary. He's not even, you can't even say he's like Nick DeOrio or Augie RFC or Creepshow Art even. He's not like those people, and I like all those people. I don't agree with what all they have to say, but like I said, yeah, shout out to Nick DeOrio for being a good debater, and like, and you know, and sometimes it does devolve into screaming, but he also gets back to point, like, okay, alright, this is just de-evolving into fucking nuclear winter here, this is dumpster fire shit. But yeah, like, I would like to do that. I'm just gonna be fully transparent here. Like, I like playing video games. This is the only game I know how to speedrun pretty poorly this time. At my best speed runs of this game are good. They're not great. Just good, because I just started this. Come on. I casually play other games. If people want me to casually play a game, yeah, I guess I'd take requests. I don't know. I just, you know, I've debated some people over Discord on their own YouTube channels when they're taking calls, and I really like that. Like, especially the ones where we've disagreed on a lot of things, like, or maybe totally disagreed, or mostly agreed, but as long as they're respectful debates. A respectful debate can still get heated, but just mindless arguing, fuck you, you're a fucking cock, like, okay, yeah, just throwing around all that, it's like, that's not a debate, and that's worthless. That's another issue. That's an issue in itself. Like, Karen's out here gone wild, screaming, like, you know, their opinion, you know. But I appreciate you guys. I am going to shut up now. I appreciate the people who came in here and decided to chat. Once again, shout out to you, Indosin. Like, I don't know if you're still here. Shout out to you. Thanks for engaging and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And everybody else, lurkers, welcome. Lurkers are welcome, but I do want to, engage with other people with this, If you are just here to watch the gameplay, that's cool. Something to throw on in the background. Here's this ranter, this guy ranting, playing this game, speedrunning this today at least very poorly. That's cool too. Like, subscribe if you want, notification bells. On Twitter, on Twitch, on Twitter I am at DeadPopstar, but I don't really go on Twitter anymore because that's turned into, that's a whole other thing. On Twitch, I'm also DeadPopstar on there. Give me a follow if you'd like, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, these are things to think about. I think so. I think they're things to think about, talk about, and discuss. So that maybe we can just. I'm not saying it's going to solve all the world's problems, but I just think things need to be talked about. I'm a big reader. I've read a lot since I was kid. I was in honors English because I like to read so much. People say it doesn't matter. Hell, people, I don't know. I think I'm pretty well spoken, but people say I'm very well spoken. I don't think so. But when I go on rants and I'm playing a video game, maybe I don't sound as well spoken. But that's only because, I only know these big words because I've read a lot of books. It doesn't mean I'm better than anybody. It's but whatever, let's discuss some issues. Let's, and have fun having a healthy debate, and, I've talked in IRL or, like I said, debated a few people on streams where they've changed my mind. It might be even just a little mild thing where I'm like, wait, I actually do see where you're coming from. Okay. I can agree with that. I didn't before, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. Even if that doesn't happen and it's just I will never see where you're coming from. Sorry. It's against the fabric of my being. I won't. But it's whatever. You guys have an excellent day. Thank you so much for watching. Click like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. DeadPopstar is my name. Love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.